This is Snake. Can you hear me? Good. The mission is simple. Put your geek pants on and infiltrate Foxhound. If you need backup, contact Ken and Chris on their codec frequency. Ready? Snake out.
Hey there!
What's up?
Geek Pantsers! Trying to watch us with no power.
Yeah, the power went out here, and so we're a little late, but
Sorry
power came
for
back.
that.
Power came back. Thunder Bay. Yep. So what are you looking up right now?
The match card.
Oh, the match card. Mm.
But, yeah, no, so
Yeah.
I sent you that, though, so now that you have it.
We got some wrestling to talk today.
Because Money in the Bank!
Money in the Bank. You like the frame that I made for here? If you notice, I don't actually show
I know.
their face.
I know, that person's face is not there at all. Yes, we're going to be talking about The Flash. Yes, we're going to be talking about Money in the Bank.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, we're going to be talking about whatever the hell else we decide to.
Superman
But
Legacy.
First and foremost, well, yes, of course. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's another one for sure.
Yeah.
But first and foremost, I'd like to thank the two people that were on before we even went live. So
Two people on here before
that
we
you
are.
guys were waiting for us. So thank you for that. That's super nice.
Cheers. And yes, there
yeah.
is alcohol in this.
Of course there is, because how else do you get through life these days?
Right?
I got a call today from
Yeah.
a guy who's in real estate.
Oh.
And he asked me if I knew any jobs that were work from home because the real estate market is in the shitter.
Okay.
Can you just sit with that for a minute? So this guy was in the Ottawa area, and he asked me, he called in about his insurance stuff, and then after that was all cleared up, he goes, so do you know of any work from home stuff that I could be doing? And then he drops that he's a real estate agent, and he can't, like, he's got listings all day long, but nobody, and I was like, I almost said, why don't you talk to your government? Because they're part of the problem.
Sounds like somebody wants a job where they can drink on the job.
I work from home 3 days a week, and I don't drink during the day.
No?
There are days where I think about it.
Oh.
There are days where I'm like, I could probably just get drunk on lunch and say fuck it for the rest of the day, but I don't.
Oh, somebody left with all our drunk talk.
Whatever. Haters.
Prude.
Sipping on haterade. How
Yeah.
dare you? But anyway.
Yep.
But yeah, so that I thought that was kind of interesting, but also kind of sad, like, to think about it, because like this guy had like a Porsche. He just sold a BMW.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
You gotta imagine how much like competition there is in those big cities. And I know living in Vancouver, like with all the different like immigrants coming in and stuff.
Yeah.
Once like some of them become realtors.
Yeah.
Generally, those other immigrants go to the people they know.
Well, obviously,
right?
Why wouldn't you, right?
So, I mean,
yeah.
Oh, lost our other viewer.
So,
I brought up immigrants.
Okay. All right. So, actually, before we go to anything, my question is: have you watched the trailer for Dune 2?
I thought you were having a stroke there for a second.
No,
I haven't.
Didn't they do that? Hot Shots Part 2? Isn't that the thing? Wherever
they
sequel
did
is
that.
it?
They did. I didn't. I watched the teaser a few months back. I decided not to watch the trailer.
I did the reverse. I didn't watch the teaser.
Really? You watched the full one?
But I watched the full one.
Yeah, amazing.
Well,
I know it's going to be amazing. So
Here's the thing. You already know it's going to be amazing.
Yeah, I know.
Right? And it's basically like if you watched the first one, you thought the first one was amazing.
Yep.
Watch the second.
Oh yeah. I feel like I'm going to see it on the big screen regardless.
100%. There's no way.
It'll probably be right in front of Mission Impossible.
Oh yeah, that's right. I thought you meant the actual movie, but yeah, the trailer. For
The
sure.
trailer, yeah.
The trailer for sure will be in front of Mission Impossible.
Yeah, so I'm going to see the trailer in the theater eventually.
Speaking of which, I got to stop watching Mission Impossible stuff.
Yeah.
I'm watching behind the scenes. I'm in. I can't. But I will say this, at least with their trailers, they specifically tell you, when we show you trailers, we don't show you anything except spectacle shit.
Yeah.
We don't tell you anything about the fucking movie. You have to watch. So I was like, okay, cool. But the behind the scenes stuff, that team is incredible.
Oh, yeah.
And also, like, yeah, Tom Cruise is crazy, but it's not like he just goes, yeah, so I'm just going to get on a bike, I'm going to jump off a cliff, and then I'm going to speed fly onto a train in one take, and I'm just going to get up that day and do it. No, years of training. Like, the amount of training he did just for the jump bike.
Yeah. And
the scaling up to that.
Just the mental training before even getting on the bike.
Well, they create a flat top. Yeah. So then he trains on the flat top. And once they know he can land that flat top consistently, then they make the jump bigger. And then they get like a whole bunch of stuff that they can drop the bike on, right? Like boxes and styrofoam and stuff like that. And then they do that. And then they keep building that up. And they even they had a computer program that like would map him in real time so that they would go, if he jumps here and lets go of the bike, his trajectory is this way. You know, and at one point he says like, and when I get in the air, I cup my chest so I can get higher air. And I'm just like, what? Right? So
can you imagine like just remembering all those beats while doing this live?
Exactly. And then after that, it's the speed flying, which is basically just parachute, but speed parachuting. And he does that so many times so that they can confidently say, okay, well, you know, based on the winds, he will be able to do this, this, and this, that kind of thing. And then they literally make the train so that they can destroy the train. Because they learned their lesson.
I want to work in movies.
They learned their lesson.
Destroy.
When they wanted to destroy that bridge. And City was like, no. But I'm Tom Cruise. No. Sorry, Tom. No.
I will give you any amount of money.
Yeah.
No.
I'm in good with Xenu, so you should probably let me do some things. Yeah. You know? But yeah, so I'm watching all that, but I got to stop just because the hype is so big for me now. Like, to be fair, I'm not looking at this like it's going to be better than Fallout, okay?
Honestly, it's going to be hard to beat Fallout.
Because Fallout was so fucking incredible.
The stunts will be better. I know. They only get better and better.
Exactly. The stunts,
the story, though?
100%. But the story
especially with it being a two-parter, it's hard to say.
It's hard to say.
Yeah.
But I'm honestly looking at it like I'm going to be like, still like, I think it's going to be fucking incredible. It's going to be one of the best movies all year. It's going to just be like, I feel like it's going to be just as good. At the very least, it's going to be just as good as Fallout. Yeah. Because, like, you could argue that Rogue Nation, like, Fallout could have been just as good as Rogue Nation, and it still would have been awesome. Yep. But they exceeded it. So, and they've been on a trajectory. 3, 4, 5, 6.
Just keeps climbing.
You know, and they're estimating that this will crack $1 billion.
Oh, easily.
So
easily. Especially coming off of Top Gun, which was massive.
My only kind of like misnomer with Fallout or with Mission Impossible is it doesn't skew as old as Top Gun. Because you had everyone watching Top Gun.
Yeah.
Now, Mission Impossible does skew older. Yes, it does, but not as much. So that might be the deciding. Like, I guess what I'm trying to say is I don't think Mission Impossible 7 does $2 billion, like, or whatever the box office.
No,
the ultimate box office, because Maverick was what, 2 point whatever.
Oh, it was. I don't think it was 2, but it was like high ones, like 1.7 or 8 or something.
Yeah, okay, I think you might be right but it was still one of those where I was like, holy, like when it cracked $1 billion.
Because I think there's only 5 movies that have cracked 2 billion, which would be like Marvel or James Cameron and Star Wars.
Yeah, that's right. 1.4, so 1.496, so like on the cusp of 1.5.
So that was a shit ton, especially because we were still coming off the pandemic.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Budget 180, like
yeah.
Fuck right off, get out of here. So yeah, it'll definitely do $1 billion for sure, 100%. There's no way it doesn't do $1 billion.
Oh, easily. It's easily going to do $1 billion.
I think it's probably going to be 1.5, 1.6. I don't know about 2, but if it, depending on how many times I see it.
It's funny because I feel like I'm going to be in the same place I was in 2018, where I couldn't decide whether Spider-Verse or Mission Impossible was my movie of the year.
Crazy, eh?
And now it's going to be all over again. Because right now, Spider-Verse is #1 for me.
Yeah, right now Spider-Verse is #1
and
for
I
me.
know Mission Impossible is going to be like, oh, fuck.
John Wick came out. Like, it was Guardians and John Wick. And then I was like, oh, fuck. But still, I kind of edge out John Wick because at the time it was an ending.
Yeah.
Whereas now it's not. Even though Guardians was awesome, I loved Guardians, just John Wick a little bit more.
Yeah, I think.
And then Spider-Verse hit it
Spider-Verse.
and just fucking smashed everything.
Yeah.
Dune 2, I don't think is going to be movie of the year for me because Dune 1 wasn't movie of the year for me.
No.
But I'm still like, oh man,
it was an amazing film.
I can't wait.
Like it was a 5 out of 5.
Oh, 5 out of 5, yeah,
easily.
But it's just like, well, now we've got 5 out of 5, 5 out of 5, 5 out of
There's
5.
so many good movies this year, though. Like, it's going to be top 10 for me for sure, but I don't even know if it'll crack top 5.
So anyway, so Dune 2 looks amazing.
Dune 2.
Can't wait. Mission Impossible 7 is the longest couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Like what, 2.5 weeks? No, 2.
2 now.
Just about 2, yeah. So that's going to be the longest
one.
What
a weird day to release it on.
I was really surprised. Like, I was so weirded out by that.
Night, too.
I honestly, it threw me away.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe it because when I went on there and it was like June 11th, I was like, or July 11th, I was like, wait, what?
Yeah.
And then like when I immediately clicked on it, it was like only D-Box was available, which was weird.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was like, you know what? I'm just going to do it and see what happens. And I mean, they took my money. So
it must have worked.
So yeah. I might actually call just to be on the safe side at some point. Just be like,
So this is actually coming out on a Tuesday, right?
But the nice part is what that means is so I can watch it on a Tuesday.
And you can watch it again by Saturday.
And then I can watch it at least once, maybe twice more by Saturday. Because I guarantee you, like, I really wish I watched Fallout in the theater at least one more time.
Yeah.
Watching it in the theater the one time was incredible, and I was like, yeah, but I really should have watched it one more time. Mm-hmm. Whereas now I'm thinking 2 to 3.
2 to 3.
2 to 3.
2 to 3. I think I want to see it at least twice.
I'm already like 2 for
and
sure.
I want to watch the second one on the AVX too before it's kicked off.
Yeah.
But I don't think there's really anything else too big coming out after
Oppenheimer.
Isn't that the same week?
Well, isn't that? It's the reason that, like, that's why.
Well, it's getting booted out of IMAX theaters.
It is, eh?
Yeah.
Oppenheimer?
No.
Mission. Yeah. Mission's getting booted out, because of Oppenheimer.
Oppenheimer's a 3-hour drama about the bomb.
Apparently, though, it's horrifying.
Oh, yeah, it'll be horrifying.
But of course, it's dealing with the guy that created the nuclear bomb.
Sound design is going to be where that one.
Well,
lives.
yeah.
But yeah,
it's fucking Nolan. Nolan and sound. You're like.
But you know what? If Tenet never existed, I would be more excited for this right now. Even soured.
Even without Tenet, though, I'm not like, I can't wait to see this movie.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, same with 1917, or was it Dunkirk? No, 1917.
For Nolan?
Yeah.
Dunkirk,
yeah.
Yeah.
I have yet to see Dunkirk.
1917 was Sam Mendes.
That's right.
Yeah.
But I haven't seen Dunkirk yet.
You haven't seen Dunkirk?
I know.
It's fucking amazing.
Tenet fucked me on that one, though.
Tenet
Because I was just like, I don't know. And I know it came up before Tenet.
So,
I know.
I'm going to watch Oppenheimer, and if it's not that great, I'm going to come to the conclusion that Nolan is only really good at movies if his brother is helping him.
I don't know that I really don't think I'm watching it in the theater, though.
Yeah. That's
the one thing I can honestly say is I don't think I'm watching it in the theater.
I'm more excited to see Barbie right now than Oppenheimer.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I will second that.
It looks funny as fuck.
It looks hilarious.
I can't.
Also,
yeah.
I forgot about this, and I was reminded today. Could you imagine if this was made in 2018 and Amy Schumer was Barbie?
Ooh.
Like, what?
Yeah, what?
I mean, Maggie Ross. Okay, I don't know.
Maggie Ross?
I don't fucking know her name now. Margot Robbie.
There it is.
Is her fucking
Maggie Ross.
Anyway, Maggie Robbins. Anyway.
Maggie Robbins.
Anyway, like, she looks like Barbie.
She looks like Barbie.
I don't know what they were going to try to do with Amy Schumer as Barbie.
Yeah.
Because I've never seen slightly overweight Barbie. I've never seen female comedian who steals other comedians' joke Barbie.
Yeah. Never seen Lady J. Leno Barbie.
Yeah, or like someone who's only funny in small bits. I don't know. It just seemed like I remember, and now that we're talking about it, I remember it being like, wait, what? That's dumb. That's gonna bomb.
Yeah.
That's gonna
yeah.
just totally like if you were gonna do at the very least, if you're gonna go for a like Jennifer Lawrence would be like a funny.
Oh yeah.
You know,
speaking of which, No Hard Feelings is fucking hilarious.
It looks hilarious.
James and I watched it.
It looks so funny.
Holy fuck!
It looks so funny. But yeah, so okay, fine, whatever. But yeah, Barbie looks hilarious.
Yeah.
You know, no hating aside, I'm just like, yep, it looks funny. It looks like it looks. I love that it's like if you hate Barbie, you'll love this movie.
Yeah.
If you love Barbie, you'll love this movie. I'm like, yeah, okay, great.
That works.
You know,
That's
have
cool.
you watched Super Mario yet?
No, not yet.
Fuck off, man. Are you kidding? They're gonna announce Zelda.
Yeah.
Before you even watch this movie. I mean, technically, they kind of.
I was gonna watch it 2 weeks ago.
Oh, cool.
And then I realized it was coming on Blu-ray that week.
And did you buy it to watch
I
it?
haven't bought it yet.
Oh, okay, cool. So your excuse.
I was gonna rent it. It's not available for rent.
All right, fine, whatever. That's.
I'm not renting it for $25.
I'll accept that. I will accept.
When
that.
it's a $5 rental.
Fair enough.
Done.
That's totally fair. That's totally.
I know I'm gonna love it. I just somehow. I don't know. So much was coming on the
If you're gonna rent it for $25, you might as well just buy it.
I might as well just buy
so
it. Yeah.
I can accept that.
Yeah.
That's.
I would rent it for $25 if it was like week of coming out in theaters.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough. But yeah, no, it's great.
Yeah,
it's really good. It's so good that like the second that they started saying like, hey, we might actually do other franchises like Link, I was like, yeah, do it. Totally do it. Just don't even talk about it. Just do it.
Just
because
100%.
You made $1 billion.
Yeah,
like you made $1 billion with Mario. You'll make $1 billion with Zelda.
It's endless. Zelda,
Metroid's another one.
Donkey Kong Country.
Fuck, Donkey Kong Country would be so good, especially if they get Seth Rogen to reprise his role.
Yeah.
So yeah, like keep it up. Fred Armisen is cranky.
So
like keep him coming. You know.
Animal Crossing.
Oh, okay. And then I'll say this. We'll ramble about this, and then we'll do the Superman. We'll do the Money in the Bank, and then we'll get to the actual show. Super Mario RPG is getting remade!
I said that trailer, and I was like, Chris is gonna fucking lose it over this. I can't believe that Nintendo and Square got on the same fucking page to remake it.
I was so mad because I got the Switch, right?
Yeah.
And I got this first tier Switch membership.
Yeah.
And then I was like, okay, but like if I get the second tier, do I get Super Mario RPG? And they were like, no, you don't get it. The forums are like, no, you'll never see it, see it. And I was like, fuck, man.
Yeah,
okay.
It's never been re-released.
Okay, fine. And then like a week later, this guy that I watch on YouTube, David Vink.
Okay.
He reviews video games.
Right.
So he's huge Final Fantasy fan, huge Dragon Quest fan. And then but it's all RPGs for the most part, right? So I was right up my wheelhouse. He's in his 40s like I am. He is unabashedly gay and hilarious and entertaining. Love the channel. One of my favorites. And I love the channel so much. I've actually messaged him. I'm like, hey, great show. Like,
yeah,
thanks again. Like, I
love it. Does he respond?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. At least I think he does. It could be a bot.
he's
but
hired some like little 15-year-old.
So like, of course, so I get alerts when a new video's out, and that was Super Mario RPG remake leak, and I was like, fuck off. And then
how many days before the official reveal was this?
A couple of days,
okay,
like 2 or 3.
So real close.
But he was like, "But this is a no leaker. He's leaked this, and I was like, okay, but I'm still gonna take it with a grain of salt because he can't toy with my emotions.
Yeah.
And that's one of my favorite games. Period.
Yeah.
It's like Chrono Trigger. Yes, it's gonna make one of my favorite RPG. It's probably my favorite RPG, but then like same thing. But it's also one of my favorite games of all time. So it's like, okay, all right. And then like 3 days later, the thing hit, and he was like, "It's out!" And I watched the trailer, and like after the Nintendo thing, after the Nintendo Direct or whatever, and I literally was like, "Oh my god!" Not like an HD 2D, but like a full-on remake in that style, the gameplay style. From the looks of it, it looks to be exactly the same,
like
just
spot on.
Better graphics. So probably some like quality of life improvements for the most part, but there isn't really much you can do because that's a fucking spot on game, period. So I was like just ecstatic, and you were right, like you're like, yeah, fucking right. And I was just like, all caps.
I was watching the Direct, but I was watching the kind of funny guys do it.
Yeah.
So they were reacting to it while I was watching it.
Fair enough.
and it came on, and I was just like, oh shit, this looks fucking familiar. And they start going, no fucking way, no way they're doing it, no way they're doing
That's
it.
exactly
And
how
I'm watching, I'm like, this is Super Mario RPG.
And they opened it the way the game opens. It was like, I was like, what? Oh, and then the graphics hit, and I was like, oh my
it looks
god,
so good.
Oh,
and Super Mario Brothers Wonder looks amazing too.
Yes, it does. It does. It looks
double
absolutely
hit of like
amazing.
Mario.
I was just like,
awesomeness.
holy shit! I can't wait. I will actually like. I'm probably
pulling out the Switch.
I didn't pre-order it, but I definitely. I'm definitely gonna pre-order that and buy that at launch. I'm gonna break my cardinal rule.
Well, I mean, you've already played it. You know it's great.
Yeah, but I don't know. They might release a broken
Plus,
game.
it's Nintendo. It's never gonna drop in
Yeah,
price.
well, that's true. But also, I don't. When's the last time Nintendo released a broken game? I don't think I've ever heard of it. I don't think I've ever heard of any company under Nintendo's
The only patches
umbrella.
they do is to like put in new characters and stuff.
Yeah, so that's gonna be a launch game for me.
Yeah,
that's gonna be a launch game for me.
It's gonna be coming up pretty damn close to
November
your birthday, too.
November
Your birthday, yeah.
November, I think 11th was the date.
Well, look at that.
I was just like,
I think you gotta take your 41st off and just play some Mario RPG
for me. It's a 30-hour game.
Yep.
Nothing crazy.
That's actually short for an RPG.
That actually for that time period, yeah, pretty short. But even like Chrono Trigger.
That was around 30?
At max, if you did all the side quests, because there was optional side quests at a certain point, at max you're at about 40.
Okay.
Which is, well, Tales of Arise?
Yep.
Max 40.
So when did they start getting longer? Like Final Fantasy 7? Like
well, Final Fantasy 6. Final Fantasy 6 was like 40 to 60.
Okay, well, that's
Final Fantasy 7, I think, was like 60 to 80. You know?
Yeah.
Final Fantasy, I think 8. And then beyond, it was like 80 to 100.
So once you start getting more memory, they start getting longer.
Yeah, and also like, but it's all optional, right?
Yeah.
Like because even Persona 5, like I sunk 120 hours in, completely optional. I didn't have to sink that many in, but I couldn't help. I was like, I want to play this game. You know what I mean? But even like the Ys games are typically around the 35 to 45.
Oh wow, fuck, that's short.
Yeah, I still think you should play Ys 8.
Yeah, I probably should.
I mean, I loved it.
Is it turn-based?
No, action RPG.
Oh.
It felt like playing like a Legend of Zelda game.
Oh, that's sick.
And I thought it was funny because I was like, oh, I don't want to play action RPG games. And I'm like, the more I think about it, I'm like, I've been playing action RPG games all my life. I just didn't think of them as that. Like, I didn't think Link was or Legend of Zelda was an action RPG game, but it is. It always has been, right? I played Alundra and other games like that.
Yep.
Like Zelda ripoffs, all action RPGs. So. But yeah, no, I was saying in the Master of the Universe chat, I think you would definitely enjoy Ys 8.
All right.
Between the grinding, it's not grind heavy.
Good.
Yes, there are times where you're gonna want to grind, but for the most part, just going from point A to point B and all your collectibles and collecting and stuff like that.
Yep.
You know, and the combat is incredible. Like easy button pressing.
Good.
You know what I mean? Like nothing hard, nothing like, and there's no real, you don't have to do too many menus at all. It's just, a lot of it is right on screen.
Right.
Yeah, I think I died like maybe three times total.
Well,
you know?
It's not too hard then.
No, it wasn't, but it was such like a blast. Like I loved all the characters. I thought the story was great. I haven't touched Ys 9 yet because it's still kind of pricey.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you know what, I'm okay, even though Ys 10 is on the horizon, but
then 9 will drop then.
Well, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, was it $25 for Tales of Arise? So I was like, okay, yeah, I'll take that. Might as well take that now and get that over with. Yeah. But I think because I'm pretty much done with Hitman 3 at this point. So next up is Ghost of Tsushima. I'm like, I can't wait to play this game.
Yeah, well, now you gotta beat it before you get Super Mario RPG.
I will.
I don't know.
Yeah, I will.
James got Final Fantasy 16.
That's another one. Like, I can't wait to play it.
It looks insane.
Well, it's a Final Fantasy game.
Yeah,
so
but
Final Fantasy
this doesn't feel like Final Fantasy.
That's what I've been hearing a lot.
It's mature rated. It's super violent. It's got swearing. It's like Game of Thrones and Final Fantasy.
Yeah, but see, like I played so many Final Fantasies that I actually like all of this still like aside from the swearing,
Yeah,
it still sounds like a Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
Everything I like, even David Vink, he had said like he feels that it's an evolution of Final Fantasy.
yeah. Oh, 100%.
You know, I mean, the
100%.
biggest thing is the action of combat.
It's closer to Devil May Cry.
Exactly. In fact, I think the guys that do it worked on Devil May Cry.
Oh, see, that just sounds great.
But I was
as long
like,
as it's not Devil May Cry 2.
Well, yeah. Or to some extent, Devil May Cry 3 too.
To some extent,
but
4 is all right. But number 1, if it's number 1, yeah.
I haven't played 4 and I haven't played 5, but those are on my
I always
video
forget
game
5
bucket
is
list.
a thing.
Those are on my video game bucket list. But
Yeah.
yeah, honestly, I'm pumped. I can't wait for. I want to play Final Fantasy 16 because it looks incredible, sounds incredible. The way they did the action combat sounds really, really cool. I went from being hesitant to being like, no, actually, this sounds really cool, especially because I was also fresh off Ease.
Yeah.
Once I was fresh off Ease, I was like, if the combat is anything like this, fucking sign me up.
James says like Shadow Colossus, like there's fucking titans like going or fighting around you and shit.
Oh yeah, like well the summons are titans and they're just ginormous. So I'm all in.
I can't wait to play that.
The only reason why I didn't do it at launch was just because it's
PS5 exclusive.
Oh yeah, PS5 exclusive. That's the main.
That's the main reason.
That's the main reason. The other main reason was because still Sony and Xbox can be buggy.
Yeah.
Sony's not as much like their own, or Square, I should say. Square's not as much, but you never know. I'm still leery. Still leery.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we did video games. We did Superman Legacy.
Superman Legacy.
You know what?
I haven't seen, as far as I know, anything with these.
I have not seen it.
I can't even remember their names.
What is it? David Coronet or something like that?
It's a weird name. Yeah.
It's a weird name,
Coronet.
and then something Rochelle or I don't know.
She's really pretty, anyways.
Yeah.
But apparently, both of them are fantastic.
My favorite part though is people are like, "Oh, he's too skinny," and it's like, okay, but did you see Cavill?
Yeah.
He was too skinny too.
Right, because people don't work out when they get Superman movies.
Yeah. Also, did you not read it? How we're dealing with a younger Superman?
Yeah.
I mean, technically, Cavill's would have been a younger Superman too, but whatever.
But they waited, a decade to do anything with him again.
Yeah, but anyway,
he's 40 now, right? He's 40, and Man of Steel came out what 2013.
Yeah, he could have had.
So he was 29. So he was the same age as this guy.
He could have had fucking 3 movies.
Yeah,
easily. 3 of his own movies,
easily,
and at least 2, possibly 3 Justice League movies under his belt.
Yeah,
and then like cash checks will fuck off for the rest of his life and play COD or Warhammer.
Go play Warhammer.
But anyway, so honestly, I'm still in Gun We Trust. I'm in that camp.
Yeah, you know what? I've
never seen him cast
I put on
somebody.
my Zack Snyder's Justice
Yeah, I've
League
never seen him cast somebody and go, huh.
Yeah.
And then watch the movie and go, shouldn't have, not that guy.
People online are so ridiculous. They got the hashtag fire James Gunn and everything.
Well, it's Rage Clicks.
It's Rage Clicks.
And because it's the highest engagement.
I love Zack Snyder. I became a fan of Zack Snyder and James Gunn at the exact same time because they both did Dawn of the Dead.
Sorry?
They both did Dawn of the Dead.
Yeah, no, I like.
So I became a fan of both of them at the same time.
I didn't separate them as much. Like I was, I loved the movie. I didn't realize. Oh yeah, but then of course you figure it out, right? But I've never seen a gun movie I didn't like.
Yeah.
I've yet to come across one that I don't like from like across the board, and Zack Snyder is hit and miss for me, but I know what I'm getting into with Zack Snyder.
Yeah.
And the misstep for Zack Snyder was touching DC superheroes. He should never have touched DC superheroes, period. Because
Watchmen was great.
Watchmen was great. Okay.
He just kept doing like Vertigo style stuff.
Yeah, or adult style superhero shit, okay, fine.
Yep.
Perfect. Do that shit. Because Watchmen was awesome. I loved Watchmen. But he should never have touched Superman, especially Superman. But he also shouldn't have touched Batman.
I don't have a problem with Man of Steel, though. I love Man of Steel. I think he did such a great job in Man of Steel.
Yeah, except he had him kill Zod.
But really, especially after seeing Flash, what was he going to do?
Look, honestly.
Yeah.
I've said on this Camcast plenty of times, you could put one scene in a flashback scene where he didn't kill a coyote and the coyote ate all the chickens.
Right.
And that could be why he goes, okay, I'll kill Zod this time. Because I don't want him to kill all the chickens, so to speak, right?
Yeah.
And then I would have been like, okay, fine. At least you had that. Because you also have the scene where he just screams. He's so remorseful because he never wanted to do that in the first place. So they were, they had the right idea of how to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Just one extra scene, and then I would have been fine. Okay. Ultimately, though, Man of Steel still one of my favorite Superman movies.
Oh, it's fucking incredible.
Like, it's still one of my favorite Superman movies.
So good.
I
mean, and that score, I can listen to that.
When he flies for the first time, he's got that shit-eating grin all over his face. I'm like, yes.
His fist hits the ground, all the rocks are. Oh my god.
Just that whole thing. So yeah, but he for sure should not have touched Batman because Batman was killing people left and right.
Yeah.
And not just in the dream sequence.
Yeah, no, he was definitely killing.
I guess what it should have been, they should have had somebody on the set that was like Jeff Johns, for instance.
Yep.
Who actually did something. Who is actually like, no, you can't do that. You can't have Batman killing people. You can have him fucking them up, but don't have him kill people. And don't have him like hit people in such a way where you're like, there's no way he lived.
Yeah. His face is caved in.
Like when he grabbed the guy and his smash and his neck went like this.
Yeah.
Like perpendicular 90-degree angle. I was like, okay, so
he's dead.
Might as well kill him because he probably can't do much now.
He's a veggie.
But anyway, not to get on a tangent. Snyder, in my opinion, still wasn't the best guy for that. Like to helm the entire one, no.
Mm-hmm.
Man of Steel, okay, fine.
Yep.
Because I mean, again, Batman v Superman, you had to watch the director's cut.
Yeah.
To actually get like a good, decent movie out of it, and you had to do like Zack Snyder's Justice League.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, what we got with Joss Whedon was not good at all.
Oof.
Like, sure, we got a blue-suited Superman, but that Snyder Superman, even though it's a black suit, looked awesome.
Oh, it looked
like
amazing.
in comparison, you're just like
so good.
Plus the CGI on his face. Oh wait, he didn't have CGI on his face.
He didn't have the CG mustache.
That's right.
I know.
Anyway, but okay. But overall, I'm in the I'm hopeful.
I'm happy he took two unknowns.
Oh,
because originally like talking Nicholas Hoult and stuff. I was like, no.
I would have been okay with Nicholas Hoult.
Holt's like our age, is he not?
I think so, or at least within
closer, like mid-30s.
He might be mid to late 30s, but I would have been okay with him.
Yeah.
But I'm glad that they didn't do that. I'm glad that they cast relative unknowns.
I'd be happier with Holt as Luthor.
Yeah, I'd be okay with that.
So,
but yeah, we'll see what happens.
So far, I'm fine. I mean, the casting looks great. The guy looks like Superman.
And okay, like coming off of Guardians 3.
Exactly.
Like, the movie's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, and before Guardians, it was Peacemaker, Suicide Squad. Like, it's been like consistently awesome.
And then before Suicide Squad and Peacemaker, it was Guardians 2.
Yeah.
And Guardians 1.
Yeah.
So, like, lots of heart.
Yep.
Lots of caring, lots of emotion. Like, plus he's clearly a Superman fan.
Oh yeah, he said this is all going to be. Gonna be hope. It's going to be bright and.
So yeah, I mean, they can't wait. My only concern is Trunks coming back to the costume.
I thought about that too.
Yeah, or if they try to go too comic book or like too Superman the Motion Picture.
I'm fully expecting a straight up, almost identical costume Superman Returns. I
honestly hope that they take the Cavill suit and just kind of tweak it a little bit to make it their own. Like, obviously change the S.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Even though I think that's awesome.
Yeah.
It was fucking sweet looking. But change the S, I don't know. Like, I don't really feel like they should have to do too much with it.
They're putting Trunks on him.
Don't put Trunks, but they're going to. They're totally going to do it. They shouldn't.
He's got his undies back. Everybody's going to have undies.
As long as it doesn't look like fucking Nicolas Cage's Superman suit, because that looked ugly.
Oh.
Horrifyingly ugly. Ooh. And he practically had a G-string.
He did.
So...
He had a G-string.
It was a Tarzan codpiece. I remember when I saw that, I was like, why would he have that? Like, what?
Nicholas Uncaged.
Because you could tell they were like, we don't want to put Trunks on this.
Yeah.
You could tell that. And they're like, yeah, well, we have to because we got Trunks in the comic books. They must have been pissed when they saw Man of Steel. They're like, no Trunks.
No Trunks. Looks awesome.
Nobody cried. I didn't cry. I will cry if they have trunks. I'll be like, come on.
He's got to have trunks.
It shouldn't.
There's
though.
not even a doubt in my mind.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree 100%. Like I'm with you. I 100%.
He's got trunks.
But they shouldn't. Anyway, so we've covered Superman Legacy. Lifetime.
A Lifetime special.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we've got that. We've got the video games. We got that. So now, Money in the Bank.
Money in the Bank.
Money in the Bank.
Money in the Bank, which is, for those that don't watch wrestling, a wrestling event.
Okay, so we've got Intercontinental Championship match: Gunther versus Riddle.
Gunther's winning.
Gunther's winning.
But I'm curious to see what happens. I feel like
the match is gonna be
I feel like Orton could return during
the
that
match. Is gonna be awesome. There is heavy talk that Orton is coming back.
Yeah.
No, hold on. He's coming back.
He is coming back.
There's heavy talk that he's coming back for Money in the Bank.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which should be perfect because it sets him up for SummerSlam.
Exactly. Could you imagine? But I don't know. It'd be kind of cool as if he came back and they were doing the teaser heel turn. So he came back. He goes to help because Imperium comes in.
Right. Yeah.
Right. And then KO and Zayn, they can't exactly help out because they've got a match.
Yep.
Right. So then who comes out? Orton comes out, and in all the hoopla, Riddle eats it because Gunther nails him and smashes him with a power bomb, which is vicious looking power bomb.
He's got a vicious power
bomb. So I think, and then kind of tease it that way.
Mm-hmm.
But ultimately, I almost would kind of I'd rather Riddle turn heel.
Me too.
That I think would be interesting, and because
if he brings out the Riddle that feuded with Seth Rollins, that Riddle,
yeah,
because that was nuts,
because even leading up to that Riddle was the perfect mix of stoner bro, but once that bell rang, he's gonna fuck.
He's fucking you up.
He wasn't gonna be like, hey,
and he can fuck you up,
and he could, he could.
If it was a real fight with Gunther would get fucked up.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Yeah. But yeah, so I'm saying Gunther. Yeah. It's the potential match of the night right here. Cody Rhodes versus Dominic Mysterio.
You know what? It's gonna be a great match.
It's fucking great.
I almost kind of think Dominic's gonna win.
I want him to win.
I almost think he is.
I want him to win.
I mean,
because I want him to have a program with Cody Rhodes. So imagine.
I would not be surprised. Lesnar could get involved.
Lesnar can get involved and set up their SummerSlam blow-off match. But also...
3 Judgment Day members that can get involved.
Yeah, fuck. Rhea alone could get involved.
Rhea could get involved.
Right? Rhea could get involved and then cause the loss, but then Brandy comes out.
Brandy's going to come out.
Which is dumb because Rhea would rip her apart. But still...
But she'll come out.
But you could squeeze another match out of them to get them to... Well, what's that? It is SummerSlam after this.
So, you got a husband-wife against...
Yeah.
Boyfriend, girlfriend.
But another another
bullshit.
bullshit match. And the only reason that I think they should do that is because this helps Dominic.
Yes.
And
I think Cody would see it that way too.
Oh, he totally does.
Yeah.
What the fuck is he thinking? Because he could say, I don't really want to work with
Ray's
Dominic.
son, I'll help him get where he needs to go.
Obviously.
Yeah.
And apparently, in the backstage stuff, a lot of the higher ups are looking at Dom and they're like, this guy is getting it.
Mm-hmm.
And they purposely... He's
only getting better.
They're purposely matching him up with guys different styles. So he wrestles different styles and gets better. And I was saying the same to you. They're doing what they did to Roman, to Dominic.
Yeah.
They threw everybody at Roman. So Roman, even though he started off the weakest wrestling member, even promo in the Shield, and we all called it. We were like, that's the weakest one.
Yeah.
That's their guy they're going to push. Guy. And they threw Jericho, John Cena, they threw everybody at him. And now he's one of the best guys on the roster.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So Dominic.
I'm going to go with Dom.
Okay.
It could go either way.
It could go either way. I'll be happy either way.
I'm kind of thinking Dom.
But I'm thinking Dom through chicanery.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. All right. The women's tag team championship match, the newly crowned undisputed tag champs. I guess they're probably just called tag champs, eh?
I think they're calling them undisputed.
Yeah, they are. Okay. So the undisputed tag champs, Ronda Rousey versus Shayna Baszler, Shayna Baszler versus Raquel Rodriguez and Liv Morgan. My pick is Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler.
Yeah.
And it's going to be, it'll be a pretty good back and forth, but it'll be a definitive loss for Raquel and Liv. And I think that it's going to tease a split between Raquel and Liv because they're going to be pushing Raquel towards Rhea very soon.
Oh, yeah.
Very soon.
And
I don't think she's going to beat Rhea.
But you know what? About fucking time.
But yeah, I agree.
She deserves to win the title soon.
I agree.
Yeah.
Turn her heel.
Yep.
Turn her, like, maybe even...
I think Liv goes heel.
You know what?
She was doing the little crazy thing before she left.
Yeah, but I'd rather Rodriguez go heel.
Yeah.
But I mean, I guess if they're gonna throw at Rhea, she's gonna have to be the babyface.
Yeah.
You know, but I want her to tweak the babyface character. I don't want to. She doesn't have to smile all the time, right? She doesn't have to.
Yeah.
But yeah, but I at the same time, I could get behind a Liv Morgan heel turn because that could help Liv too.
Oh, absolutely.
Because as it stands right now, that's the last title she'll ever get. Was that Tag Champs?
Yep.
Last one. Okay. All right.
Sadly.
So now we get into the World Heavyweight Championship match. Seth freaking Rollins versus Finn Balor. This is potential match of the night. The only one that I think could top this one is the Usos versus Roman Reigns and Solo.
Yeah.
But it's Seth freaking Rollins.
Rollins is winning.
Rollins.
But that is gonna be, and it kind of almost sucks that Rollins is gonna win because Balor's been eating so many losses.
You know what? But honestly though, the Judgment Day, backstage of the Judgment Day is getting rave reviews, like across the board.
Yeah.
Everyone is saying that, like, they're loving it.
Mm-hmm.
And Balor is actually getting into that bulletproof status that Rollins started getting into like a year and a half to 2 years ago.
Right, yeah.
Especially within the last year and a half where Rollins could eat losses and nobody...
And he did.
And he did.
Like a year and a half straight of losses.
He was consistently losing, like, big matches. Like, he'd win, like, TV matches here.
3 in a row with Cody?
Yeah, like back to back, and it wasn't like
not even like a tiebreaker. Like no,
yeah, exactly. It was like
a
clean sweep, and yet nobody gave a fuck.
Yeah,
he lost to Riddle. He lost to Riddle, then immediately lost to Rhodes. So 4 in a row he lost, and nobody gave a fuck because they love the character.
Yeah,
the character's so over, it's ridiculous. And just when I think like it can't get any more over. It gets over.
It gets
like,
more
it's
over.
even more over.
It gets more over.
But Balor's another one. So he's getting to that point where, well, Judgment Day in general is at that point where they're all pretty bulletproof right now. Yeah. They're getting to that stage, and the match alone will be incredible. They might even squeeze out another match for SummerSlam.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, what else is there, really, for the two of them? Okay. All right, so Seth Rollins, there's no way.
Which is the first face win of the night so far.
Yeah, exactly.
According to us.
I mean, to be fair,
yeah,
they're probably going to give Cody Rhodes the win, but I want Dominic to take it.
If Cody wins, it's because of disqualification. Like the ref catches Judgment Day doing something.
Or it's because Brock Lesnar sets up their SummerSlam match. Yeah,
something. That's the only way.
Otherwise,
I think Cody wins.
Yeah. Otherwise, Dominic wins.
Yeah.
Through, like I said, chicanery. Sorry. The Baszler and Rousey though, clean. They win clean. I even though they're heels, they win clean.
Clean. Yeah.
Okay, so it's going to be interesting. Women's Money in the Bank ladder match. So we've got Zelina Vega, Becky Lynch, Bayley, who should not have been in the match, I guess, because they were supposed to do that Shotzi match where on SmackDown where the winner, like if Bayley lost, Shotzi'd get her spot type of thing. And then Vince went, no, let's not do that.
No,
that's literally what happened. Anyway, Bayley, Io Sky, and Trish Stratus and Zoe Stark.
Io Sky.
I'm saying Io Sky, but I wouldn't be surprised if they give it to Zoe Stark. But if it were me, this is what I would do. Okay, I'm saying Io Sky. That's my. That's my hands down.
I want her to win it.
That's my hands down.
And I want to see her and Asuka go at it.
But first, she's got to go through Bayley.
Yeah,
she's got to beat Bayley.
Yeah,
beat the shit out of Bayley. Turn face.
Yeah,
and then go after Asuka.
Yeah, because I mean Dakota's gonna be gone for so long. Like
yeah. But I thought of this and I thought, oh, this would be really, really cool. Trish Stratus wins, but is immediately off TV because she's Trish Stratus and she's part-time, right?
Yeah, yeah.
She's off for a couple of weeks, a month, maybe even 2 months because it's Trish Stratus. She doesn't have to be there every week. We forget she even has the Money in the Bank. Becky Lynch wins the title. The second Becky Lynch raises that belt. Trish Stratus music hits. Zoe Stark comes out, beats the shit out of Becky, and then Trish comes out, cashes in, and wins.
Yeah.
It takes him right to WrestleMania.
Mm.
But Io Sky.
I want you. Yeah. You know what? Cool. But
yeah, I know.
Fuck.
I know.
No.
I want Io Sky to do it because I feel like
Trish has never won Money in the Bank, though, right?
No, it was never around.
It was never around. So does that count towards?
But Becky
Grand
Lynch
Slam?
didn't.
Does it count towards Grand Slam?
No, I don't think it does.
Okay.
I don't think it does. And the reason why I'm also saying Io Sky because at some point Vince is going to remember that she's Asian.
Yes.
And that he doesn't like Asian women. The other part too is, I mean, we're lucky that Charlotte isn't wrestling Asuka on this. Oh, because she's wrestling her this week. That's right. So here.
I think Asuka's winning.
I hope so. I swear to God, I hope so.
I don't think Charlotte's going to win it.
I really hope so. But it's Vince, and he loves Charlotte.
Yeah.
Like he honestly, I think he literally only sees Charlotte, and that's it. But anyway,
he does love Charlotte.
Yeah, too much. And also, as a babyface, it's like, dude, stop.
Yeah,
stop. Just
remember how you tried to push Roman as a babyface for years?
Remember the last time that Charlotte was on TV before her most recent hiatus? You tried to push her as a babyface then too.
Yeah.
And like it didn't work when Rhea was a heel until she was wrestling Charlotte, and then they were like, "Fuck you, Charlotte, you're the heel." Anyway, so Io Sky with a side order of possibly Zoe Stark because I think that'd also be kind of neat too.
So wait a minute. So Charlotte and Asuka are the SmackDown before Money in the Bank? Why? Why not just make it a Money in the Bank match?
Shut up, Kenneth.
I don't. Too much sense.
Premium live events aren't as big a deal as they used to be. So you gotta.
I still call them pay-per-views.
The irony though is that you want to pop TV ratings. Even though TV ratings don't mean nearly as much as they used to 30 years ago, even 10 years ago.
Yeah.
So anyway, okay. Io Sky. I always want to say Io Shirai.
Me too.
Anyway,
I still do.
I think I'll just say Io Shirai because if you don't know that's her, then too bad. So okay, so that's our pick.
Yeah, Io.
Period. All right, so do we even have to bother with this one? But I'll give you the opportunity to do it. So men's Money in the Bank, we've got Ricochet. Shinsuke Nakamura, which is ironic because they said they were going to bring him back and really, really push him, and they didn't. They have not yet.
No,
okay,
fine. He's in that match to lose.
Santos Escobar, Butch, LA Knight.
Butch is why is Butch in there? That's weird. That's a weird one to me.
Yeah. Damian Priest.
Yeah.
And Logan Paul. Your pick?
Yeah. Let me talk to you.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I love it.
LA Knight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So that's my pick, whether he actually wins.
That's my pick, but I actually do think Logan Paul's walking out with the title.
So here's two things I can see. If LA Knight does win, I want to see Logan Paul and Ricochet set up a feud because their spot.
That's what I think they are.
Their spot at Rumble was amazing.
They are hinting at that, but
if Logan wins, I want to see him put his Money in the Bank on the line against LA Knight and use Logan Paul to push LA Knight as a face.
They don't have to push him as a face. He's already a babyface.
Everyone's cheering him, but now they can officially go, yeah, he's a face.
I know Vince is like trying to make him as fucking heelish as possible because Vince fucking hates him.
Yeah, not gonna happen.
It's so fucking ironic.
The crowd gets louder and louder and louder.
We want you to be a manager because you're 40 fucking years old. Never mind, he was like 38 at the time. Yeah. But it's okay. Fucking Brock Lesnar, who's in his 40s, wins matches in his sleep. Yeah. It's okay if fucking 50-plus-year-old Goldberg can win matches, but you're coming up on your. Never mind that Roman is 38, like we've talked about.
Yeah.
2 years shy of 40. But okay, fine.
That's ageism, Vince.
Yeah,
but
also
fuck.
Like even like LA Knight said himself, he's like, I'm not in the same banged up shape as some of these other guys.
Yeah,
and he's not. He
not.
Took care of himself. He didn't fucking go nuts.
He said he could last years.
I wouldn't be surprised.
He could.
So anyway, my pick is LA Knight. Even though, they're actually apparently apparently there are people in like the upper offices,
Yeah.
Vince,
Vince.
who wants Logan Paul to win.
Yeah.
And apparently Triple H was like,
Doesn't want Logan.
nope, fuck that.
Yeah.
So it's honestly it's between LA Knight, Damian Priest, and Logan Paul.
It's just like last year again by throwing in Theory and then having him win.
Well,
at the last second.
Part of me thinks like part of me honestly thought like why put Logan Paul in the match unless you weren't going to have him win, right? But then you could use the Rumble as an argument. Why throw him in the Rumble if he wasn't going to win? Well, he didn't win.
Yeah.
But you had this awesome segment with Ricochet,
right?
So I mean, they could.
I would love to see him and Ricochet go at it at SummerSlam.
If anything, to boost Ricochet's profile.
Yeah.
Because if nothing else, this is it. As far as I'm concerned, cut Ricochet loose. I love Ricochet.
Oh, he's incredible.
But he's wasted here.
Oh, yeah.
And unfortunately, I think he kind of stuck around in WWE too long because I don't think he's going to get pushed huge in AEW.
No, but AEW is just wasting tons of people too.
Right. So
I think there's really nowhere for
have
him
him
to
go right back to New Japan and wrestle Ospreay.
Like if he's going to stay in WWE, put him back to fucking NXT even.
Yeah, well, Baron Corbin reprised his Lone Wolf gimmick.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Which okay,
I actually saw people cheering Baron Corbin.
Which okay, fine. Look, like whatever. I will say the Lone Wolf gimmick was his best one.
Yeah. Even
though it was kind of funny to watch him with the long hair and this.
I always forget how gross his hair was.
It was atrocious, and I like as a guy who's balding too. I was like, dude, just fucking cut your hair, shave it off.
Do it, man.
Don't like. Look, I love metal too.
Yeah.
But and to be fair, I was never much for long hair. I had that one couple year stint with the undercut, but that was it.
You did, yeah. I always forget about that. Yeah, but that was real.
Yeah, I think 2, maybe 3 years tops.
Yeah.
And then after that, that was it. Mm-hmm. But still.
Yeah, that hair was gross.
Yeah, but anyway, so so again for the viewers at home, LA Knight.
Yeah.
There we go. All right. And then finally, Bloodline Civil War: the Usos versus Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa.
This can go so many ways.
Can go so many ways. But I think main event Jay pins Roman.
I want to see Roman get pinned by one of the Usos.
It's got to be main event Jay.
Yeah.
Jimmy Uso fucks like Solo goes to head him off.
Yep.
Eats the fucking kick from either Jimmy and Jay, maybe both of them.
Mm-hmm.
And then same thing. Like Roman has got to get pinned. Period. He has to get pinned. I want it from main event Jay, but I'll take it from any one of the Usos at this point. I don't care. He's got to get pinned, but I want main event Jay to get the win so that they can set up for SummerSlam.
Can you imagine how huge that would be? To be the first person in 3 years to pin Roman,
and then take it to SummerSlam. You obviously lose the match, but still. I
see people online saying that like, oh, Solo's going to turn on Roman. It doesn't happen here. Roman's done nothing to him.
He's also done the fake out once already.
Yeah.
Second of all, he has not even come close to doing anything to Solo that he's done to both the Usos.
Now,
remember in the early part of that run where he was fucking choking out Jay?
Yeah.
And like he's like crying. He's like, "Why are you making me do this? Why are you making me do this?" And then he's like, as soon as Jimmy is like, "Okay, fine, I'll join the bloodline." Boom. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Fucking rights. Lick my dick. He like just literally wiped the tears away and was like, "Okay, man, all right, let's do it." I was like, "Oh man." Whew.
Yeah. Now, if Jay pins Roman in this match, Roman will be pissed off at Solo.
Oh yeah.
Now you can start talking a turn.
I agree. Now you can start talking that, and then you can even do this whole thing where Roman is going to be like, "I'll do it by myself. I don't even want you at the ring.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want you there." It's horseshit because obviously
I need you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, do a SummerSlam match with those two. It'll be incredible.
Mm-hmm.
Because fuck.
Yeah.
And then after that, he beats Jay, then he beats Jimmy, and then I don't know, beats Solo, and then beats Drew again, and if Drew resigns.
Well, I'm hoping Drew makes an appearance here.
I don't think he will.
I don't think it. Well,
I think he's done. I think he's honestly done.
yeah, you think so?
And honestly, I think like as much as I love him in WWE, I think he might just have to go away.
Yeah.
He might have to say, you know what, Vince, fuck you, fuck
Mhm.
this shit. And I mean, a part of it is a bit of Triple H too, because it's not like Triple H was doing too much with him.
Yeah.
But at least he was wrestling matches with Sheamus
Mm-hmm.
and wrestling matches with Gunther and like vying for these titles. So he was getting built up, but it seemed like he was on his way to getting built up. But then Vince came back and was like, "Oh yeah, don't you remember? I only give a fuck about Roman." So plus, you got that weird accent. It's really hard to understand you, and it's like if you heard his accent when he first came out versus now.
Yeah, I know.
He's made a lot of inroads. Like he's the prototype, and he should have been the prototype.
Mm-hmm.
He was there during COVID when, like, I mean, I understand why Roman wasn't there, but how much of a slap in the face was it?
Drew carried that company when no one was in the audience.
Roman comes back. The second Roman comes back, what happens?
Yep.
All of a sudden, he wins the title. Okay, great. Then he beats him at SummerSlam, and then they take the belt off Drew.
Series.
They take the belt out Drew. Then he's got both belts, and now it's like, hey, fuck you. And
Yes.
you're just like, holy shit. And you're right, like the guy that carried your company through COVID. But it's the same with Bayley and Sasha.
Yep.
They were in the same boat.
Yep.
Asuka's another one.
Yep.
Helped carry the company through that period.
Yep.
And the thanks that they get is, oh yeah, you're not Charlotte.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, you're not Roman.
Yep.
So.
Yep.
Yeah. I don't care. So it's like, go fuck yourself. Anyway, so that's those are my picks. Those are our picks, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, so we're pretty much on the same page.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, I would love to see LA Knight and EO walk out with the briefcases. If LA Knight wins, I can go, okay, you guys are listening to the audience.
Depends, because they could give him a Damien Sandow.
Yeah, they could.
Because wasn't Damien Sandow the first one to cash and not get the belt?
Yes.
Because he cashed in on John Cena.
Yeah.
That's right. And I was like, why? Because you're never gonna.
Yeah.
Yeah. But then again, didn't John Cena cash in and didn't win? I think he was one of the ones or no, Baron Corbin. Baron Corbin cashed in and didn't win. But he cashed in on John Cena. I think, if I remember correctly.
So don't cash in on Roman.
Yeah, don't cash in on Roman for sure.
Don't cash in
if
on
you're going to
Roman.
cash in. Although I watched an interview with LA Knight with Chris Van Cleet, I think his name is.
Yeah, I watch him all the time.
He's great. I
He's
love him.
got great interviews.
He's so great.
Yeah.
He asked him like who would you cash in on, and immediately LA Knight was like, oh, I mean, why wouldn't I cash in on the guy that's got like the record breaking run? You know?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't I do that? Makes sense, right? And I was like, yeah, that's right.
I love his interview. He was just like, oh, cash in on Seth, cash in on Roman, no, cash in on God himself. It doesn't matter. You have a title, I'm coming for you.
So great. Well, this one wasn't an in-character interview.
Yeah.
So this was just him.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, it's kind of funny because...
And he's rarely just himself.
But it's funny because it's like he actually said his character is him dialed up.
Yeah.
But like two versions, like party mode and like I want to fight mode.
Yeah.
And those two facets of him dialed up, and that's where Eli Drake / LA Knight comes from. And he said one of the reasons why what was it? Max Dupree couldn't work was because he couldn't figure out, because he was like I don't understand this character. I don't know where it's coming from. I don't get it at all. Whereas LA Knight or Eli Drake, he knows right away because it's him.
That's
right?
him. Yeah.
It's like it's like fucking The Rock or Austin.
Mm-hmm.
It's them just dialed up with a little bit of tweaks to it.
Yep.
So it's like, okay, even Bret Hart. That's him.
That's him.
That's him.
Yep.
Shawn Michaels, that's him.
Mm-hmm.
Just dialed up. Drew McIntyre, that's him. Dialed up.
Yep.
The current brawling brute Sheamus, that's him.
Mm-hmm.
Dialed up. It's fun. It's not hard. Figure out what these people are. And
Yeah.
then go, let's do that. Kevin Owens, same thing.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh fuck, I love Owens lately. The little rage fucking.
Oh, I love it.
Oh, it's
I love it. I actually love how they flipped so that Sammy was the crazy one. Because remember, he was doing that conspiracy gimmick?
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
But now, this guy's... My favorite, actually, with Owens was he's like, you want to do this? You want to do this? Let's do this right now. But I got to go and change because I'm wearing T-shirts and shorts. And I got to go in to get into different T-shirts and shorts. Yeah! This is so fucking funny.
I love it. I fucking love it so much.
I'm wearing T-shirts and shorts, but I have to get into different T-shirts and shorts.
Every time Imperium walks up, he's just like, you guys again?
And Sammy's just like,
dude,
okay,
you're a rageaholic.
all right. Anyway, so that's our picks, ladies and gentlemen.
Money in the bank.
Feel free to send us comments and let us know what your picks are. Or even just let us know who your favorite wrestlers are. Anybody that's tickling your fancy. What do you think about CM Punk? CM Punk was in Toronto, got booed hard.
Yeah.
And then decided to get on the mic to bring it up. Okay, you egomaniac. You're not going to make them like you if they're already booing you that hard.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, I'm the one that it's my fault that my team lost. I'm the captain. I'll take the. They don't fucking care. They fucking booed you out of the building.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up.
They don't care.
Shut the fuck up.
They don't care.
Sting
It's
almost
Toronto.
died.
It's Toronto. Oh my
Sting
god.
almost died.
I saw it fucking retire, man.
Ugh.
God.
Or
What's he now? 60 something?
or don't do shit like
64?
that. Don't do shit like
Yeah,
that.
why are you doing that?
Dude, there's no need. And no one was saying, you know, Sting, you should probably do a huge bump.
Yeah.
No one was.
No.
I wasn't. Like, I think what Sting has been doing is great for guys like Darby Allin and stuff like that. And eventually when Darby does turn on him, or if Sting turns on him or whatever,
Yeah.
but then bring him up to the next level. But yeah, no, whoever said, someone needs to be able to say no to some of these guys and just say, look, I know you're Sting and I know you've been doing this for so long. And I know that you're one of the greats, period. But no, don't do that.
The bumps are insane in AEW.
Well, okay, look,
like they're doing
Jeff
it,
Hardy's another one.
They're doing it on fucking like nights when hardly anyone's watching and shit.
But yeah, but Jeff Hardy's another one. Like, now, obviously, Jeff Hardy is a special case because Jeff Hardy's going to Jeff Hardy.
Yeah.
But, like, call up Sting's wife and be like, hey, you know, Steve's going to fucking kill himself. So maybe you should talk him out of this.
He's going to die.
You know? Maybe, I don't know, quote scripture because he's very religious. I don't know, do something.
It was cool to see him and Jericho in the same ring together, though.
Especially when Jericho... Well, the second Jericho said we're never feuding, I was like, okay, they're feuding.
They're feuding. Yeah, I will never feud with Sting.
They're 100%
I will
feuding.
never do it.
So
when Sting like put his arm around Jericho, what's going on?
Yeah.
It's great. Oh, yeah, that's funny.
So, that's it. That's all I got.
That's it.
You want to do Flash? Or do you have anything else you want to talk about?
I got nothing, man.
All right.
Let's flash away.
The Flash. Let's talk about it. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So this thing was directed by Andy Muschietti, which he used to leverage Brave and the Bold.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, from a movie standpoint, I mean, it was fine.
You know what? I kind of think like he did the It movies, and the It movies are good.
Yeah, I have no issues with the It movies at all.
Because they weren't fucking ripped apart by like scandals and fucking company politics. And all this other bullshit.
Exactly. I thought both chapters. I know a lot of people thought chapter 2 wasn't as good.
Yeah.
I loved both chapters. I thought both chapters were fucking awesome. But yeah, and like as a movie itself, there's nothing functionally wrong with it. I think it's just one of those things where he got a plate of shit.
Yeah.
And was told to make this into salad, and he did the best that he
Did
could.
the best he could. You know what? Look at the Batman scenes, and the Batman scenes they're well done. So.
They're really, really well done.
So maybe he can.
And we'll begrudgingly say this quite a bit through this Camcast, but they were a really good Flash.
Yeah.
Very good Barry Allen. Even both versions of Barry Allen.
Yeah.
Distinctly different too, considering you would argue they're the same, but distinctly different. Like it's frustrating how good of an actor that person is. That's what I said to you. I said it's aggravating how good.
I know you actually leaned over to me during the movie. And you're like, I fucking hate how good they are right now.
Yeah, and I watched you because I paused after fucking hate, and I watched you go, I know. And then I said how good they are, and you went, yeah, you're right.
I agree.
But yeah, so okay, screenplay by Christina Hodson. Story by John Francis Daly, Jonathan Goldstein, and Joby Harold. Okay.
John Francis Daly. Oh, wow. He did Dungeons and Dragons, and that was awesome.
Not awesome enough for a sequel, though, apparently.
Bullshit.
Although I knew it, I honestly knew.
Yeah, well, at least it wraps the story up.
Yeah.
If it was a cliffhanger, I'd be pissed.
Although, funny point, remember one of the other groups that were there?
Yep.
Literally the actual Dungeons and Dragons from the box.
Really?
Yeah, like the blonde hair, green hat.
Yeah.
Look at it again. It actually is. I found that out afterwards. They intentionally put them in there because it is the original Dungeons and Dragons crew.
Really?
I think that's fucking awesome.
That's pretty sweet.
It's fucking awesome. Okay, so budget $220 million.
Oof.
Current box office 216.5, which I'm amazed by.
That's worldwide.
That's worldwide. Yeah,
that's
worldwide.
bad.
Yeah, that's
yeah.
Well,
to those saying that Black Adam bombed,
this one should have been released on Max or HBO Max or whatever the fuck that's.
Yeah, because they straight up said you guys would have lost less money if you released this.
100% would have. And okay, fine, but whatever.
Yep.
All right, so let's go through the cast. This will be the only time I say this person's name. Ezra Miller as Barry Allen / The Flash and / The Flash, and then well, spoilers: multi-dimensional younger Barry and Dark Flash.
Yep.
We've got second on the list Sasha Calle as Kara Zor-El, Supergirl. Basically, just Superman as a woman.
Yeah.
I mean, granted that it's canonically Kara Zor-El, so it is his cousin, and they mentioned that she was sent out first to protect him.
Yeah, and Zod killed him.
And they use this as the Flashpoint Superman. They use her as the Flashpoint Superman. But yeah, awesome.
She was amazing.
Awesome.
I really, really, really hope that she can appear somewhere else.
The suit looked awesome.
Suit looked awesome.
She looked awesome.
She wasn't in the suit. She was not in it long enough.
No.
I was actually shocked.
I didn't.
How little time her and even Michael Keaton had.
Exactly. Again, casting. Michael Shannon as General Zod.
Yep.
That literally blew me away that he reprised his role for this.
Me too.
Ron Livingston is Henry Allen.
Yeah.
Even though I'm not sure why they didn't just do Billy Crudup, but whatever.
Fuck, I don't know. Maybe Billy Crudup didn't want to be around them.
Maybe. Maribel Verdú as Nora Allen, Barry's mother.
Yeah.
So good.
She was really great.
Oh my god. Like I was crushing hard on her by the end of this movie. I was like, why can't you be my mom?
She was cute.
Can't you be my mom?
Yeah.
I mean, I love my mom, but you seem like you'd be a better mom. Anyway, Kiersey Clemens as Iris West. Surprisingly, no chemistry between those two.
Zero.
And it blew me away because wasn't she actually in?
Yeah, she got cut.
But in the Snyder Cut, though.
She was in the Snyder Cut.
Yeah.
Her scenes got cut from Justice League.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, no, she pops up in the Snyder. Very small. I think she's just walked across the street or something. And
yeah. Anyway, yeah. Surprisingly, absolutely no chemistry.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, to be fair, though, it's tough because, like, they chew the scenery in every scene that they're in every scene.
Yeah.
There's not one scene where they're not in. Like, Flash is not in. Like, there's not one scene where Flash isn't in it. But anyway, no chemistry at all, which could be because of them, or it could just be because Kiersey's not that good of an actress, or it could just be that she knew the movie was fucking garbage. Who knows?
Or she was just like, why fucking bother?
Why bother?
My scenes are going to get cut.
Why give you my A game?
Yeah.
And I actually surprised that this happened too, but Aunt Jay Trow did reprise her role, which blew me away because it didn't look like her at all.
Good thing you threw the away.
Why?
Which blew me. See how you stopped with that?
Oh,
yeah,
right.
Yeah.
Has it been a while since you've had some head? Because actually, you probably shouldn't answer that. Because you never know who's watching, right?
You never know.
Yeah.
There's at least one. Whoa, that's kind of cool.
That's funny that you were doing the same thing. Remember when we were doing the hot dogs bit? I watch that clip every once in a while.
Oh,
that's still fucking funny.
That's a good bit.
You have to cup the balls. Or sorry, you have to make sure that it doesn't come out at the end.
Yes, yeah.
Because sometimes when you bite it, anyway. And then of course, the main reason, honestly, for me, and I'm sure for you, the main reason why we were watching this movie, regardless of all the controversy, was Michael Keaton reprising his role as Bruce Wayne / Batman. Pretty much Batman at this point.
Yeah.
But anyway, And yeah, kind of plays like the Batman Returns or Dark Knight Returns version of the character.
Almost like 30 years exactly since Batman Returns.
Man,
he was awesome.
Oh yeah, Ben Affleck was uncredited, which is weird.
So fucking weird, because he's in it like more than once.
Yeah.
And his Batman scene was awesome.
It was awesome, except for that suit was hideous.
It's a bad suit.
Except
it had the blue in it.
The blue is the only thing that
had
saved
the blue in it. Like you said, why couldn't he have like the fucking Batman vs Superman suit with the blue?
It would have been incredible.
Yeah.
It would have been absolutely incredible. But instead, they gave him an even worse armored version of the suit. It looked like garbage. And then they made the decision to have the nose
tuck under, so he's got to breathe.
Yeah, plus it just looked so like distracting.
Yeah.
Which pissed me off because the blue looked incredible. The blue and the gray looked awesome. And I was like, fuck. Because I actually remember saying to one of the guys that used to work with John Graham, and he had said with Batman v Superman, if that was blue and gray, that would look awesome. And I was like, I don't think it would look awesome. I would love it because, I mean, that's the costume I grew up with.
Yeah.
You know, even though realistically, it shouldn't be. It shouldn't. Honestly, if you want to be like completely hidden in the dark, you actually want to do dark blue.
Yeah.
Because black will actually create a shadow. You know how I learned this? Ninjas. Ninjas actually never wore straight black. It was blue.
Really?
Yeah. And to kind of edge into that, like, I know what I'm talking about thing, rewatch Enter the Dragon.
Okay.
And the scenes where Bruce Lee is sneaking around when his shirt's actually on.
Yeah, yeah.
It's dark blue.
Oh.
Yeah. But anyway, so then now I can honestly say he was right. Like if we would have got blue and gray, it would have looked incredible. Yeah. Especially the Batman v Superman suit. Yeah. That looked awesome.
Because I mean, like when he's on the bike, it looks amazing. Like in motion, and the cape's flapping.
Looked so good. Also, George Clooney shows up and reprises his role as Bruce Wayne.
Right, because James Gunn, I believe, decided that
instead of having
if it was Affleck, it would confuse people.
Yeah, because then it would make people think that Affleck would be as the Batman in the next batch of movies.
Right. Because I'm still fucking confused. Because now I'm thinking Brave and the Bold's got George Clooney in it.
I'm not confused. Because this is my thoughts on this.
Yeah.
Honestly, this is it. Like the idea originally was supposed to be that this was going to lead in. It was like Flashpoint of the comic books. It was going to lead into the new 52, so the new DC movie era, right?
Right.
This is it. Close the door. We'll see Flash again, but it won't be this person. It'll be someone else entirely. Okay, it'll be Barry Allen. It might even be Wally West, to be honest with you. They might want to just distance themselves from Barry Allen enough, and there'll be a ton of fans that'll go, "Fucking rights, Wally West!" Yeah, you know. But I agree though. It's a weird choice. Like when they say it's confusing because Ben Affleck is done as Batman, and it's like, okay, but then why bring in George Clooney? Because I mean, how many people actually knew that George Clooney was in one of the Batman movies? We know, and guys our age will know, and fans and diehards, will know.
Yeah.
But like the casual fans are gonna.
Most people are gonna be like, "Oh, George Clooney made an appearance."
So is George Clooney gonna be the Batman moving forward?
Yeah.
Or is it Robert Pattinson?
Yeah.
Or is it someone else? It's gonna be someone else. Okay, cool. Okay.
Cool.
But we've got like Jeremy Irons as Alfred. I thought was cool.
Yep. Great to see him again.
Tamira Morrison is an alternate version of Thomas Curry. Gal Gadot briefly returned as Diana Prince Wonder Woman.
That was nice.
It was cool.
You got to see her and Affleck one last time.
That's cool, but okay.
But yeah, now you're also
not as annoying. Sorry to cut you off, as Jason Momoa.
Oh yeah,
as Arthur. So like
after the credits,
the George Clooney stuff was confusing enough as it was, but the end credit where now he's drinking with an alternate version of Aquaman.
Yeah.
But like, so Barry stays the same in every timeline except for Grant Gustin's timeline.
Right.
But Bruce is different in every timeline.
Yep.
But Zod is the same. Momoa is the same. Anyway. Anyway.
Yeah.
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 Okay, what else? And Andy Muschietti makes a cameo appearance
That's
as
the
a
hot dog
reporter.
eating man.
Yeah. Oh, the Superman stuff was CGI using Henry Cavill's likeness. Nicholas. Okay, so now there's just a shit ton of spoilers that I'm still not sure how I feel about. So Nicolas Cage makes his version of Superman.
Yeah, which he shot, but then they decided to put the whole thing in CG.
Yeah. Okay. We've got previous incarnations of Superman, Batman, Supergirl. So Christopher Reeves, Helen Slater, Adam West, George Reeves, and Cesar Romero reprised from, and Jack Nicholson did their versions of the Joker. Jay Garrick, but that was CGI. The actor Teddy Sears. Right, yeah, okay, so it was the guy from the TV show. And then and that's pretty much it. So yeah, okay.
So
This is what I've been saying to people. I've been saying this a lot lately, and basically what I've been saying is, well, it's a movie, and it's a superhero movie.
Yup.
And that's it. That's really all I got. I do tell people, like, I go, they're like infuriatingly talented actor. This person is actor, actress, whatever, actrix. Can we say? I don't know. Just they're really good at acting. They're really, really good. Like I was enthralled, like in every scene, whether it's Barry 1 or Barry 2, but so good, like frustratingly good, and so good that I actually am amazed that I didn't see that it was going to be young Barry as Dark Flash sooner. Should have saw that sooner.
I saw that one coming.
I didn't see it coming until the final battle, and it kept going back in time.
Yeah.
And the second that he started becoming more frantic, like, no, we can do it. Then I was like, and I should have seen that, especially because, like, if I try to play the game where I go, well, yeah, but how many actors are in this movie, right?
Yeah.
And the core is really like technically there's 3 people, 4 if you count Barry twice, right?
Yeah.
So it's Batman, it's Flash, it's Supergirl, and then it's Barry 2.
Yeah.
So who else could it be, right? I did like their version of time travel. I thought was kind of neat, where like instead of just creating an alternate timeline, right? And this one's going, and now you got that branch point. It's what you're doing is you're creating multiple timelines to the point where it'll splinter and crack.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
So I thought that was kind of neat. And I liked how they like created the rules and then stuck by the rules, because that's probably the most frustrating thing about time travel movies is when they set the ground rules and then don't follow them. You know,
100%.
Because this one here, it hinges around Barry going back in time to stop his mom from being killed, which exonerates his dad because his dad was framed for his mom's murder.
Yeah.
Right now, in the comic book world, it's Zoom. Zoom's the guy that kills, and that's what. So he goes back, he stops it, and Flashpoint happens. Okay, so we go through the entire movie. Special effects, for the most part, are good, but some parts were really, you know,
it was more bad than good in my opinion, which apparently was on purpose.
Wait, what?
Oh yeah, that Andy Machete or whatever his name is, Machete.
I like that actually.
Machete. Andy Machete. Yeah, he said the CGI that doesn't look good was on purpose because he figures that's what it will look like going at a quick speed.
That's dumb.
That's dumb.
That's a dumb answer to just say, "Hey, look, we."
Yeah. Everything looks shitty because.
Yeah.
The CGI is not great in this. The babies look fucking horrible.
Okay, hold on. Actually, let's start with that scene. Actually, I really want to start with that scene.
Yeah, well, it's the opening scene. So
the opening scene. So
all right,
a hospital explodes.
Right.
Well, something happens. Barry's got to go to Gotham. He's in Central City, but he's got to go to Gotham because no one else is available.
Right.
At all. No one at all is available. So he's got to go, even though Batman lives in Gotham.
Yeah.
But he's the only one that can go. So he goes, and while for some weird reason he goes, okay, everything's done. I'm good. And Alfred's like, no, you're not done. You should probably go upstairs. He's like, no, I'm done. Explosion happens. And immediately they were doing things where I was like, okay, but it doesn't make sense. They're like 20, 30 stories up, right? And the explosion hits, and he gets all the babies out, and the dog, and the nurse, and but like
all while stopping to eat food.
Almost stopping to eat food.
Yeah.
Which was played for laughs, but it's dumb.
Because he's got his thing there.
Right.
Which doesn't come up again for the rest of the movie.
It does come up at least once.
With the other berry.
Correct. Well, yeah, okay. Yeah.
So even though at the end...
But...
Yeah.
Okay, so everything is in slow motion because he's going so fast, right?
Right.
Which they, ripped off of the X-Men movies.
Yeah.
Which, okay, fine.
Yeah.
It's great. Like, it's a great visual.
Quicksilver did it best.
But, like, when they land as if they hopped from a foot, not from 30 feet, right? So even though these babies were on a bed and one of them was in a microwave.
Yeah.
All these babies would be dead upon impact.
Oh, fuck right.
Like, he did nothing to stop
They
their
would
speed.
be dead the moment he touched them because they're so fragile.
And they didn't make it look like...
He doesn't have siblings or anything. He doesn't know how to handle a baby.
Regardless, they made great pains in previous movies to say, like, you hold the head when you speed with people because you'll break their neck, right? They don't do any of that with the baby scene.
No.
At all.
Oh, it's just like, he's throwing the babies. He is throwing babies.
Or when young Barry speeds old Barry out of there because he lost his powers, he doesn't know how to hold him properly, but he just magically gets him out of there without breaking any of his bones.
Yeah.
So, like, little things like that where you're just like, what the fuck? But that whole scene should have been visually cool, but the whole time I was like, this makes no sense.
No.
This doesn't make any sense.
No.
You're doing nothing to stop the speed. You're also, like, 100 feet in the air. But, okay, you land fine. Like, even he lands fine.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, that's dumb. They purposely CGI'd the suit in every scene, which made it look horribly fake. He made him cartoonishly larger.
Yeah.
Than he really was. And he bulked up for the role. Like, for this movie, he's definitely the biggest he's ever been. But, like, I've seen screenshots where it's just him in the suit without the CGI. It was the same thing they did with Far From Home, where they CGI'd the red and black suit so badly that the red was muted when it should have been popping.
Yeah.
So then when you see, like, live action shots, you're like, that's what we should have got. And it's the same with Flash. That's what we should have got. We should have got those live action scenes. Because the CGI overlay, even though it was intentionally done to make it look shitty, looked shitty. Like, congratulations. Congratulations. You did your job.
Yeah. I can't get over the CG in this movie. The baby scene right at the beginning, I was like, oh, okay. The trailers don't look bad. Let's see how bad the CG really is. And as soon as that baby scene happened, I was like, ooh, this is fucking bad.
Yeah, it's going to be rough. It's going to be rough.
I thought it was awesome when he was going to Gotham.
Yep.
When we're seeing, like, the world around him move.
Was awesome.
That was well done.
That
was cool.
Awesome. And then you get that scene, and then you're like, oh,
yeah. Then you get that, and the babies are all cartoony, like.
Yeah, it was just, and I know that they tried to play that way more for laughs.
Yeah.
But it was like,
it was dumb.
It was a couple of I got a chuckle when he was eating the hot dog.
Yeah.
No, it was the vending machine. I got a chuckle when he ate the vending machine, but it was just one of those like, okay, all right.
Yeah.
Especially because, like, the beginning of that scene was in the coffee shop, and it was just like, hey, where's the girl that's normally here that knows my order because I'm late? And it's like, I'm gonna pass out because I gotta get food. And the guy was like cartoonish, like the server was like cartoonishly evil.
Yeah.
And you're just like, this would never happen.
To the point where he went to Gotham, did all of that, and then got back, and his coffee was just getting made.
Exactly, and the sandwich or whatever, and it was just like.
So it was like 10 minutes to make that.
Yeah, but it's like I've never been to a coffee place like even that Starbucks style coffee place, where they purposely want you to talk to the server for longer than, I don't know, 30 seconds.
Yeah.
They want you to get in, get out. They want your order is out of your mouth. They
Mhm.
want to be finished before you finish your sentence.
Yeah.
They don't want to fucking hang out and talk to you.
Mhm.
They don't give a fuck. They just want you out. They don't care if your special girl is not there
Yeah.
and the order's not there. They just want you out.
Yeah.
Just like that.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's like already it was like, okay, all right. Then we do that scene. Ugh, okay. And it was longer than I thought it should be.
Yeah.
Maybe it's because I didn't like it.
Yeah, it seemed like it went on forever.
The chase scene, however,
Chase scene was fucking incredible.
but mainly because of Batman.
Right. So now I'm sitting there going like, okay, so far Batman's the saving grace of the Flash movie.
Yeah, exactly. But then as soon as he stopped moving and we got looks at his face, I was like, what the fuck did they do with his mask? It looked so weird.
Yeah.
Even though it's blue and that looks awesome, but it was the costume.
Yeah.
Like, just this part and the blue looked awesome.
Yeah.
Everything else, pile of shit.
Yeah.
Pile of shit.
But Affleck nailed that little short scene as Batman.
Yeah, okay, but like, so it's Affleck's Batman has always been as good as it's been, regardless of the material. Like he's elevating that material. He's not playing the version of Batman that he wanted to play or thought he was playing. He's not playing that version. And I guarantee you, he thought at some point he would get to that version, get through Batman v Superman, and even in like Snyder Cut Justice League, you can see that we're getting closer to that Batman.
Yeah.
Right? And a little bit in in the official Justice League that we got a little bit, but that was like too cartoony. Yeah. Right?
Oh yeah.
So it felt like we were getting there, and then as soon as they said, he's not getting his own movie, then you're like, okay, well, fuck it. Fuck it. At that point,
I was not happy.
Especially because he was going to direct it, he was going to write it.
His movie would have been fucking incredible.
It would have been awesome.
It would have been amazing.
Magniello as Deathstroke, like...
Yeah, with actual detective work, and like he's going to go all in with the detective work.
But then instead they went, well, there's detective work in Pattinson's movie. And you're like, yeah, there is.
Yeah.
That's not what I wanted.
Yeah.
I kind of thought we were going to get something close to like Arkham Asylum.
Me too. Exactly.
One night in Arkham Asylum, I think, or whatever it's called. But anyway, so we didn't get that, and then we got to see Gal Gadot, which is a cool scene, except that like there was no fucking send off. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No send off. I can't remember. Did we see Linda Carter in that?
No.
We just saw no Wonder Woman.
And that was my problem with that scene was like
who makes the cut?
We've seen so many different Supermen
and
so many different Batman.
Yeah, I know.
Linda Carter's not there.
We've got two versions of Wonder Woman. Okay, I get that, but show us Linda Carter. You showed us Linda Carter in fucking Wonder Woman 2 or 1984. Sorry.
Okay, Nick Cage was awesome being in there. That was very cool to see.
It was cool to see.
Christopher Reeve should not have been in there.
See, that's one of those ones where, like I was saying, like
well, like I said, it should have been footage from the movies.
I agree.
And not something recreated in CG.
I agree. But the flip side is that neither of us had a problem with Harold Ramis in Afterlife.
Right.
So we don't know if it was an estate thing. We don't know if, because Helen Slater's still alive. We don't know. But also, technically, too, these characters are owned by Warner Brothers, so they can do whatever the fuck they want. I mean,
there's so many DC
There's
movies.
so many ways they could have gone about doing it, though. I agree.
But rather than seeing all these different Batman and Superman stuff, why didn't we see, I don't know, Ryan Reynolds shows up in Green Lantern.
I thought we were going to see that.
Jonah Hex. Catwoman, fucking Halle Berry's Catwoman.
Yeah.
Steel. Have Shaq come in as Steel.
There's four different versions of Flash.
Yeah.
Because there's the original Flash TV show. Then there's the Flash from Smallville.
Right.
You know, plus that's another version of Aquaman from Smallville.
Right.
We got two versions of Green Arrow.
Mm-hmm.
You're right. Like there's so many other.
Like they could have done anything.
Yeah.
We couldn't fit Grant Gustin in here. What the fuck are you talking about?
How the fuck could you not fit him?
You fit CG Christopher Reeve in there.
You fit CG Adam West in there.
You fit CG fucking George Reeves in there.
Yeah. You had fucking CG Jack Nicholson and Cesar Romero.
Yeah.
Neither of them could have been in the movie. You could have subbed out those two for Grant Gustin, Linda Carter. You could have there were so many things. It was Like, I know, like, when they were saying nostalgia bait in Afterlife, I was like, I understand where you're coming from, but I disagree. This is 100% nostalgia bait. They wanted us to get to that movie and then go, you know what, it's awesome because we got to see all that.
Yeah.
And you know what, also, if the CGI was better, okay, because the Afterlife CGI was awesome.
Spot on. So good.
Like,
this CG was fucking garbage. It looked like it was
so
claymation
brutal.
at times.
Ugh. Which I would have respected if it was claymation. Because then I'd be like, because you and I both are sluts for claymation and funmation and whatever whatever you want to call it. But it was just like, oh my god.
But Nick Cage going, oh, I know, I actually shot those scenes. Like, why is that CG? That should be live action. Yeah. You should be showing live action footage from Superman the movie.
Oh, yeah.
This CG shit is garbage looking. It's literally garbage looking.
It was
and then they're recreating actual stuff that happened from Justice League and everything with them, you know, and that's all CG.
Yeah.
Like, what was the purpose of everything being CG in here?
Same with fucking both Zod and Faori.
Yeah.
They were CGI to the gills. It was like, well, why even cast them in the movie again?
Right.
Why not just, like, I mean, granted, you're using scenes and you have to actually do shit with them now because you're doing beyond what you saw in Man of Steel, but why not just recast them and say it's alternate timeline instead of doing this? Like, okay, good for them for getting them. Although I gotta say, with Faori, they CGI'd her too much because I didn't think it was her.
She was so CG.
I did not think it was
her. Might not have been the actress. It might just CG'd her.
They said it was. But I know, because I was like, there's no way it was her.
Also, seeing a Zod scene without Hans Zimmer's score, not the same.
Oh, yeah.
They had all this music playing and shit. I was like, this is weird.
And also, like, I thought it was kind of funny where they tried to make it, like, the beat where he's like, oh, I killed Clark. And she's like, whoa, you killed Clark. Yeah, because he was useless to me.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know what? I don't even care.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, whatever.
Like, okay, great, it's cool, like, you're angry and shit like that. But then how quickly she was killed.
Right? She, like,
it wasn't like...
So wait a minute. Clark can go toe-to-toe with this guy and win.
Yeah.
But she, in no fucking timeline, she can beat him?
I mean, like, okay, like, you could argue... I'll do this. I'll argue for this, okay?
Yeah, okay.
Well, okay, but Clark was on Earth in the sun longer than her. So he would have built up. So he'd be stronger, faster, blah, 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 because he would have been absorbing the sun's rays, okay? But doesn't matter, because regardless, she would have been soaking up the sun's rays longer than Zod. Because remember, in Man of Steel, Zod was all in that armor.
Yep.
And it wasn't until the armor got damaged fighting Clark that he took it off.
Yeah.
And yes, he took to the powers a lot quicker, but he was a soldier. They didn't do that scene here. No. So he popped a claw in her, and that fucking killed her.
Yeah.
Took the codex, and that killed her. And I was...
What's the term? Fridging?
Fridging, yeah.
Killing the female to push the male's storyline?
That's exactly it. They fridged her.
They fridged her.
Multiple times.
More than once.
I think it was 3-4 times?
Yeah.
I mean, granted, I did like, at least with Batman, where he was just like, no, Barry. Like, you've saved me already.
This is how it happened.
Like, he knew that he had rewrote time and stuff. Like, no, I'm good. Yeah. And I was like, yeah, you're right. You're good. You don't be in this fucking movie any longer than you have to be. You got your paycheck.
Yeah.
I hope you got paid for Batgirl.
That was fucking awesome. When he's on the ground fighting, what's the giant's name?
I can't remember what they call it. Yuru, I think.
Yuru?
Something like that.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
That was so cool.
It was really cool. Oh, fuck. It was right cool.
Like, oh, man. Michael Keaton was great in this.
The Batman stuff was awesome.
All of it.
The Batman stuff was awesome. And I was expecting it to be good.
Except George Clooney.
Sorry?
Except George Clooney. That was the only Batman part that wasn't.
Oh, I don't count that as Batman. It's just Bruce Wayne.
Okay.
Yeah, because we didn't see the Schumacher suits. So, but I agree. Like, we saw 14 Batman, 18. Well, we saw every Superman except for the Superboys. They didn't do the Superboys for some weird reason. And they didn't do Smallville Superman for some reason.
No, they could have had so many different people. They could have had fucking Chris O'Donnell's Robin that's showing up.
Yeah.
As Nightwing.
No.
Oh yeah, you know you want it.
Nope. Sorry, no. Nope.
He already had a Nightwing costume, Batman and Robin. It was just the wrong color.
And he had a cape. It looked awesome though. It
Yeah,
did look awesome.
It did look
In
awesome.
fact, you know what's funny? That was the only thing that the only reason why I didn't completely hate the new 52's red and black suit.
Yeah.
Because it was that without the cape. And I thought it did look awesome. Like I look back at that and I go, that still looks fucking sweet. You know, and like it's even like a bird motif. So,
yeah.
And I was like, man, that's pretty fucking sweet. So I mean, imagine that suit in like a bright blue. It would have looked awesome.
It would look awesome.
But O'Donnell. No, sorry. No.
I'm just saying that like there's more to DC than Batman and Superman.
100%.
There's so much
in
more.
A movie called The Flash. There's more to DC movies than Superman and Batman.
In our lifetime, there's been so much DC on screen.
I love Superman. Superman is my favorite superhero of all time. Although I think right now Nightwing is my favorite.
I would have literally lost my shit if I saw Shaquille O'Neal steal.
That would have
I would have fucking been like,
yes! That would have been crazy. That would have been fucking cool. It would have been right fucking cool. But fuck, like it's like and the funniest part is they were like, it's so good you will forget what they've done, and it's like no, and the audience didn't.
No, the box office tells you they didn't.
The truth is, I was against seeing this movie up until the trailers because the trailers looked so fucking awesome.
Yeah,
and I was like, I hate how good they look, and but I regret seeing this in the theater.
Yeah, do you?
I regret seeing this in the theater.
I don't. Just because it was just so great to see Michael Keaton as Batman.
The Michael Keaton stuff was so great.
They could just cut that out as a 20-minute short. I'll just watch that.
I would watch that in the theater.
Yeah, I'd watch that.
I'd pay $20
just a 20-minute short of Michael Keaton back as Batman.
Yeah, like the suit looked awesome.
It looked, yeah.
The Batwing looked awesome.
I'm a little disappointed we never got to see that Batmobile row. They like, they show the Batmobile and you don't get to see him drive it once.
I know.
Oh, what a tease.
But I also liked how they really ripped off the Burton Batcave.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't quite the same.
Yeah.
But there was enough where I was like, oh, man. Like, there was knobs and tubes and shit. I was like, oh.
How the Batwing came down from the ceiling? Like a bat hanging upside down?
Oh.
That was wicked.
The bat stuff looked awesome. But
it was really awesome.
They literally thought that's how they were gonna. That movie was gonna make millions because of that.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they thought. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, it's made millions, but
not enough millions.
Not even enough to break even.
Yeah,
and
I don't even think it's cracked 100 domestic yet.
Which
is horrible.
It'll never.
Horrible.
And I mean, like, okay, look, like for everyone that was shitting their pants, they're like, oh, Black Adam. I'll tell you this, Black Adam was fun.
Black Adam's awesome. Like, I don't care what.
For the people that watch our Camcast, they know there's a couple of things that I didn't like, but overall, I enjoyed the movie. Yep. And I can tell you right now, I will rewatch that movie.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it won't be one of those like, oh, geez, there's nothing on. Oh, I'll watch Black Adam. It'll be one of those where I go, you know what? I'm gonna watch Black Adam again. Mm-hmm. This one, no. I'll watch the Batman clips on YouTube.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah. That's it. That is absolutely it.
Yeah.
And again, like I will say this for the record, they were amazing in this movie. Mm-hmm. They were incredible in this movie.
The Miller was good.
The Miller was good. Yes, the Miller was really good. Like painfully good.
Yeah.
Because I wanted to walk out of the movie like, and that fucking Miller was a fucking but nope. They acted their fucking ass off, but still, the movie was terrible.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I can't even like go scene by scene with it. Like,
no, I don't even.
I was trying, and I was trying in the theater. I was like, "Well, it's worth it now with Michael Keaton." You're like, "No, it's not."
I told you,
no, it's not.
I still don't think it was.
And I'm still like, "Oh fuck!" What I enjoyed of the movie is too small. Because like Supergirl and Batman, way too short.
Well, especially because like the first half of the movie was getting to that point.
Yeah.
And I didn't think that was going to be the case. I actually thought it was going to be the first half hour was going to be like within the first act, it was like boom. And then it was going to be like a good hour, maybe 45 minutes with those characters. And then the last half hour being the final climactic battle.
But instead, you see the
But also-
berries fucking around for a half hour.
That climactic battle sucked.
It's not good.
Like, regardless of the CGI aspect.
Yeah.
Okay? Because that'll be the prevailing theme. The CGI was garbage throughout most of this movie. I don't even know too many scenes that I thought were actually really good now that I think about it.
For CG?
Yeah.
The Batman stuff?
Yeah.
All the Batman stuff. All the Batman stuff was good.
Yeah.
Supergirl, she looked great.
The initial running scene.
Yeah.
The initial running scene.
Initial running scene.
Yeah, when he was going to Gotham, that looked awesome. Like
basically, like anything Speed Force related, look.
Yeah. Really bad. Really bad. But that, like, I will give them credit for having it being like a one-on-one type of thing instead of like a mini Endgame.
Yeah.
Because again, like Ant-Man 3, you were just like I get it, we're in the quantum realm, but
yeah,
how many fucking
everyone in the quantum realm is fighting right now.
But also they killed Kang.
Yeah.
And then showed us more Kang, but you're like, yeah, but this was the cool one.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck about Egyptian one. I don't care about him.
That easy to kill. What's the big deal with all these ones?
You know, and sure, okay, you're gonna lead into Loki 2, but
yeah.
You didn't even need that scene to lead into Loki 2, because here's the thing, guys. I loved Loki.
Mm-hmm.
So I was watching Loki 2 regardless.
Oh, fucking Loki that's easily one of the best Marvel shows.
Have you watched any of Secret Invasion?
No.
Apparently it's really good.
I'll watch it eventually. I'm not excited for it.
I'm not excited for it either, but apparently
I already got the first
really
death rune for me, and I'm just
okay. All I heard was controversy about how they used AI for the opening credits, and people are losing their minds.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like,
this is Disney, and they're using AI instead.
But it's like, but do people actually have to program the AI for it to do stuff? Yeah. Or do you just like let it go? Like, are we at that stage where we just let it take over our life and
no, you gotta be like, do this, and then it
I know. You actually have to sit there and be like, hey, chatbot.
So it may not have been an artist doing the work, but someone did the work.
Someone did, but that's the point. The point was it
took away from art.
And it's like, out of all the companies, you're like, Disney, come on.
I know.
Come on.
And a comic book company too.
You could foot the bill.
That's pretty bad for Marvel Studios. We put AI in something.
Oh, I agree. I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm against AI. I'm honestly 100% against AI in all its forms, because I grew up watching the Terminator, and I've also Matrix.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Matrix is another
AI
one.
has never been good.
You want to talk about more up to date?
Yeah.
AI.
Yeah.
It never ends well for us.
Never does.
Because at some point the computer goes, hold on a second.
We don't need you anymore.
This is how we make the world better. Yeah. You guys got to go.
You are the
And the worst part is they're right.
Yeah.
Every single fucking time they're right.
They are right.
We are the fucking problem.
Yeah.
Okay? And we can't figure it out for ourselves. Especially because, I don't know if you've been like tracking the UFO stuff lately and how they're declassifying stuff.
Yeah.
But apparently, tinfoil hats on, guys, but apparently there actually is aliens in the ocean, and they are watching us, and they get active when we start getting nuclear war happy. Then they start going, hey guys, hey, fuck off. And the theory is, because they don't really do much unless those things happen, the theory is they don't give a fuck about us. They just don't want us to destroy the Earth. So they're basically waiting us out until the Earth is free, so that they can go, okay, guys, come on in. But eventually they might just go, you know what, fuck it, just wipe them out.
Yeah.
You know, but and AI might be how they do it.
Earth. Yeah.
AI might they actually, that might be it. They might be going, oh, well, they're figuring out AI, so they're just going to do it themselves.
Yeah.
This will be great.
Maybe there is no AI. Maybe it's aliens doing the artwork.
Alien intelligence.
Yeah.
I'm clever. I'll say it for you. You're clever, Chris. Anyway, so The Flash was a movie. And that's it.
It's a movie.
There are some cool things in it that is only Bruce Wayne. Or, sorry, Michael Keaton is Batman.
Yeah.
Sasha Calle, or Calle, or however it's pronounced, as Supergirl.
Yep.
And that's... Oh, and the acting. Acting, but...
And Affleck. You know, I gotta say, my favorite scene in the whole movie did feature them. But it was them with the mother in the grocery store.
Oh my god.
That scene was beautiful.
When he says goodbye to her?
That was a beautiful scene.
That was such a great scene. was such a great scene.
Yeah.
And then they immediately cheapened it by him rewriting time again.
Again.
The whole fucking movie was about how you don't do this.
Yeah.
Because shit happens.
Oh, I'll just put the cans on the top
And then
shelf.
he did it.
Yeah. And now we got George Clooney.
And now we got George fucking Clooney as Batman.
That fucking can made George Clooney appear.
It's fucking so stupid. Such a stupid movie. So fucking infuriating. And you know what's funny is that like I actually thought like I was gonna be ripping apart their time travel, and you thought too. You're like,
oh,
time travel
100%.
it's fucking time travel.
100%.
Every time you're like, oh, it's gonna be good. And I was like, I can't really because they set the rules. They followed the rules.
Set the rules. Good thing Michael Keaton was there to explain it with spaghetti.
Made sense. I liked it. I thought.
No, I'm not making fun of it.
Yeah,
I thought that was
great.
cool. I thought it was really great.
You know?
And of course, it's him that does it.
But it's they watched No Way Home and they were like, hold my beer.
Mm-hmm.
Too bad. Hold your own.
Yeah.
Fuck off. Hold your own beer.
Yeah.
So anyway, so the old DC movie universe is done now. It's over. It's been done for a while, but this is officially.
I'm intrigued to see what kind of budget they give James Gunn to do Superman Legacy, because I can see it getting a lot smaller now after this.
No, not with Gunn.
No, you don't think so?
No.
I mean, the Suicide Squad wasn't a hit.
No, but his Guardian stuff was.
Yeah, but that's Marvel.
Suicide, you could argue that they released it in theaters when they shouldn't have.
Yeah. But you put Marvel Studios on top of any title. You put Marvel Studios on top of The Flash, and it makes twice as much as it's making right now.
Actually, you know what? I think you're right, because I think even Eternals beats it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
DC, the name DC is fucking horribly tainted now.
It's super tainted.
Yeah.
All right, let's just see it. Oh yeah, I forgot Harry Styles was Star Fox.
Yes, he was.
Yeah. Okay. So budget was 236.2, even though it was a bomb because they didn't even break even. 402.1.
402. There you
go. Let's go Box Office Mojo, because I'm interested to see what was the domestic. Actually, that would have been mostly domestic because they wouldn't have gone to China.
Right? Yeah. No.
Because Disney is at war
I
with
think
them
domestic
right
it made at least 200.
Nope, domestic was 165.
Okay.
But just because we're there, Flash.
Yeah. Is it cracked 100 yet?
No, 93. 93.1. It'll
the
never.
First Spider-Man made 114 opening weekend back in 2002, and the Flash can't even make it to 100.
Now I'm having fun. Now I'm just having fun. So Justice League.
Yeah.
So Justice League 2017. That made 229 domestic.
Right. So I mean that's not great, but
that's not great. But I mean worldwide it was 658.
Listen, there is no denying that every movie that Snyder was involved in,
they made money.
They made money.
Like, sure, the critics had a field day with them.
Yeah, they made
sure,
money.
there were things that were wrong with all of them.
Yeah.
But
compared to all of them without him?
Well, I mean, 1984, horrible. Wonder Woman was one of the best of the bunch.
Wonder Woman was perfect.
Like, Man of Steel was almost perfect.
Yep.
Wonder Woman was perfect. Aquaman was surprisingly perfect.
Awesome.
Surprisingly perfect. And that's done. We're never going to get Aquaman 2.
Oh, we'll get it. But
when?
I'm not excited to see it.
When are we going to see it?
December. It comes out December.
Yeah, I don't believe it.
It's already shot.
Which version, though? Is it the one that...
Oh, the one that sleeps in puddles.
Yeah. Yeah. That absolutely... And like is giving off his Atlantean gear like it's worth something to most people. Oh, it's a gold trinket. You know we deal in money, right?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna melt this down for you, you fucking loser. Okay, hold on.
Yeah.
Aquaman 2. Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom. Still December 20th.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Oh, yeah, that's right. Amber Heard is still in it.
And I still don't know how they're going to fucking make it happen. I mean, Blue Beetle comes out now after this, and then it goes back to Aquaman. It's so confusing.
Ben Affleck is in it. Also.
What? I thought he was done with The Flash. I thought this was it.
Hold on. Let me
Nothing
just
makes
see here.
sense anymore. Oh my god. DC dumb company.
Okay, yeah, you know what? No, it doesn't look like. Yeah, that must have been an old one.
Okay.
Yeah. Although Randall Park is in this.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
Dr. Stephen Shin.
Interesting.
You know what, the worst part about all of this is now I'm not nearly as excited for Aquaman 2.
Yeah.
Because
coming
off of Aquaman, I was like, I can't fucking wait. And granted, they really took their time coming out, but again, COVID fucks everything.
Yeah.
But still, overall,
it's nuts to think that Aquaman made $1 billion, and
It's so
I
fucking
can't
crazy.
imagine this making a $500 million now.
no, I mean it's already like what 1 week away from being streaming.
No, I'm talking Aquaman 2.
Oh, Aquaman 2.
I can't see it making a $500 million now.
No, I agree.
Because of this.
Yep.
Blue Beetle's gonna fucking bomb.
Oh yeah. It shouldn't.
Anything with DC on it now is fucking doomed.
Well, I think honestly, what they should start doing is at least for Blue Beetle, when they're marketing this, market it as this is part of the new universe.
Yeah.
This has nothing to do with that universe. This is the new era, new. Just keep saying it's new.
New.
And trying to push it as hard as they possibly can with new. In fact, I would say sink a little bit more budget into promoting this film, but promote it properly. Okay, the trailer that they've been showing, just show that.
Yeah,
because that's perfect.
That's great.
Perfect.
It's a great trailer.
It is great.
It got me excited to see it. I know fuck all about Blue Beetle.
I'm not a huge Blue Beetle fan myself. I know marginally more than you about this character, mainly because of Young Justice, the show.
You know a lot more.
Yeah, okay. I do a lot. I know a lot more, but it's still marginal at best. Like in the grand scheme of things, it's marginal at best. But I went from being like, well, I mean, okay, great. Like it probably won't be for me to being like, I want to watch this movie. Yeah. This looks fucking great.
I think it looks funny.
Plus, like, is there any white people in this movie?
Like some crazy body horror element.
Is there any white people in this movie? Because I don't think so. I don't think I saw one white person.
It'll be the bad guy.
Well, as it should. As it should. I mean,
it was the bad guy. Yeah.
I don't want to hear reports about like what is it, Mexican on Mexican crime.
Yeah.
But anyway, but it looks awesome. Like it looks awesome. But yeah, I think honestly, but you're right. Like that's going to be the toughest one. Aquaman might be able because it's far enough away. First of all, it's far enough away from Flash. 2, it's Jason Momoa.
People love Jason Momoa. James Wan is back as a director.
Exactly, and
the whole cast is back. Actually,
yeah, there's a whole cast.
Even Amber Heard.
But Emilia Clarke is in the movie. Oh, I don't think she's in this one.
No, she's not.
Never mind.
Everyone wanted her to be.
Yeah, that's right. To be recast. Yeah, but anyway, so I think they might get lucky, but they're not doing $1 billion.
No.
They might break even if they're lucky.
Yeah.
But they do have a lot of positives because again, cast is returning, and Jason Momoa is one of those where people love him, and for good reason.
Oh, he's awesome.
You know,
he's awesome
for good reason. Yeah, and like same thing, James Wan. So basically, the creative team, it's the same for the first.
Yep.
And I mean, fuck, it was such a surprise hit. Like I keep saying, like out of all of them, if you would have said Aquaman would have done $1 billion, I would have been like, you're crazy. It'll make money. It'll do really good, but it won't do $1 billion.
There's no fucking way in the world I would have said years ago. We thought Aquaman was going to bomb when it was first announced.
We thought we were going to like it, but we thought it was going to bomb.
Yeah.
We did not think it was going to do $1 billion.
There is no way in hell I could have ever said like, oh yeah, one day there'll be a DC universe of movies. Aquaman will be the biggest one of them all.
Out of all of them. And also, it'll be the weirdest version of that character.
Yeah.
You know? Although that character, like the version in Aquaman is my favorite.
Mine too.
Like I really did not like him in Whedon's Justice League.
My man.
Some of it was funny. I still like saying that from time to time. It's just fun to say.
Too.
Like in some parts in context, you're like, okay, but after a while, you're like, you're fucking annoying. Yeah. Like I don't want you anywhere near me. Fuck you, you Thor ripoff, right? Then I watched like the Snyder Cut. He's better in the Snyder Cut.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Way
but
better.
we had the benefit of also watching Aquaman.
Yeah.
Like, and I liked it because he was like totally like, I don't want any part of this. I just want to live my life, blah, blah, blah.
Mhm.
We just did this thing with the Justice League where they casually mention it. They mentioned Steppenwolf and that's it.
Yeah, the thing with Steppenwolf.
Yeah. But then by the end of the movie, he's getting to be more like, he doesn't have to be stoic and regal all the time.
Right.
But in certain situations where it needs to be, he is. And I was like, man, that's fucking perfect. And I mean, we still, even though we thought that movie was going to bomb, we shit our pants when they showed us the orange and gray. Or orange and green.
Holy shit.
Like,
and here I thought that was going to look like garbage.
I thought it was, I didn't even think they were going to do it.
I think they're going to do it. And then they did it. I was like, it looks so good.
It looks so fucking great.
And I hope where I'm disappointed it's not in the sequel.
I know. I mean, it'll be in it.
He'll be in it, but he's in a black suit. I was like, oh.
Well, because they have to sell toys.
Yeah. Fucking toys, man.
But man, that one trailer when they showed it at the end, that half second, it was just like, oh, I want to watch that movie.
Yeah.
I was watching that movie regardless, but then it was like, okay, I'm fucking pumped. I'm fucking pumped. I don't know. I'm honestly gonna say it'll probably do about 600. I'm actually no. Hold on, I'll back up. I'm gonna say 5 to 6.
Yeah.
But I think it's going to benefit from being where it's at, like being a December sort of Christmas style movie. Because it wasn't the first one around that time too.
Yeah, it came on Christmas too.
Yeah, so it's gonna have that part. It's gonna have obviously Jason Momoa, the cast in general. I mean, like Amber Heard didn't do anything nearly as bad as this person.
No, fuck no.
And honestly,
domestic thing with Johnny Depp, they're both horrible people.
But that's what I was gonna say. The best part about all of this is that people are like, "Oh, but she's so fucking terrible." And it's like, okay, but are you hearing the transcripts?
Yeah,
he's a piece of shit too.
Oh yeah,
you just like him.
I think
that's the difference.
The big issue was that Warner fired him from Fantastic Beasts, but didn't fire her from this.
Yeah, but he beat women.
Yeah,
like he beat her, and he has a history of doing this kind of shit.
She pooped in the bed.
Oh, and she lied about one thing.
Yeah.
Like that's the big she lied about one thing because that slander case.
Yeah.
And they were acting as if it absolved Johnny of everything.
Mm-hmm.
It was like, no, she lied about this one thing. And she got caught. So then that's what happened.
Yeah.
But she didn't lie about all of it because he's on record.
Mm-hmm.
Saying this shit. I mean, and everybody that ever knew him was like, that's fucking Johnny Depp.
That's him.
Right, you don't get smashed up and tear hotel rooms all the time and not beat your wife.
Yeah.
Or beat every single person you've been with. Because this was the longest relationship he's ever had, if I remember correctly.
He was married briefly.
That's what I mean. It's always just because eventually they wake up and go, I just don't want to get choked out by you all the time. I mean, I know you're Johnny Depp, but still, I like to breathe.
Yeah,
one of these days,
good.
One of these days, I'm not gonna wake up, and that's what I'm afraid of.
How am I gonna enjoy your money if I'm dead?
Yeah, exactly. So
yeah, I don't know. They're both shitty people.
Yeah. Exactly. That's what I'm saying too.
You're right.
They're both shitty people. You just like Johnny Depp.
Yeah, her little thing in Aquaman too, because apparently it's been cut down to like 5 minutes tops.
Okay, which fine, good,
whatever.
But they should have just did the same thing.
They should
fire her and recast and just walk away. Yeah. No one would bat an eye. No one would be like, oh god, they got rid of Amber Heard for Amelia Clark. I'll tell you right now, Amber Heard is a good actress.
Mm-hmm.
Amelia Clark is a better actress.
Mm-hmm.
Night and day.
Yeah. And she's good on the inside, so that's nice.
Hey, fuck. Like, these days, because of social media and the internet, I actually want to go back to when I didn't know how many celebrities were pieces of shit.
Yeah.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, it's a fucking sea of cards, like a tower of cards. It's just like Kevin Spacey.
Yeah.
Bill Cosby.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, not really surprising, but Amber Heard, you know?
Yeah.
Johnny Depp, though, like, that was surprising.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Fuck, everyone's a piece of shit. Roseanne now?
He's always been kind of wacky, though. Like
Roseanne is also another one that's always been kind of fucked up.
Yeah, where you're, like, not really surprised when you hear they're shitty.
Yeah. but
Yeah.
still, it was kind of
Yeah.
like, I mean, I could get it. You're playing a character that's kind of based on your life type of thing, but okay.
Yeah.
Bill Cosby was the one that was the most.
That one fucking blew me
surprising.
away.
Cliff Huxtable raped women?
Yeah. Like lots of times.
Like for decades?
Yeah.
But of course, because it was Bill Cosby, like what were you gonna say? Well, Bill Cosby raped me, and then you go, Cliff Huxtable raped you. Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. You know he could
That
just,
didn't happen.
you know he could just point at women and they would suck his dick, right?
Yeah.
It's like, well, that's kind of what he did after he drugged me. So. But even like I'll admit, like the first couple that came out, I was like, oh, okay, how much
Yeah.
money do they want?
Yeah.
How much money? But then it was like once you get to the 6th or 7th, and I'm like, oh, okay, all
Yep.
right. Now, granted, once you get to the 14th, 15th, you're just like,
Good God.
is this real? Like I'm back to the like, okay, you're like, are they
Yeah.
just jumping on a bandwagon? But
Yeah.
then you're like, we're talking like decades, so holy fuck.
Danny Masterson?
Danny Masterson was another one that surprised me.
That
Like
shocks me.
A, Scientologist, but also horrible. Like
Yeah.
I know that people will go like, oh, he's a Scientologist and stuff like that. It's like, well, Tom Cruise is a Scientologist, and you don't even hear about him
Yeah.
raping women.
There's a lot of religions out there. Doesn't make everyone bad.
Oh yeah. Also, I wouldn't be like most of the people that we're talking about are also super religious,
Mhm.
and I guess that makes it okay. I
Yep.
mean, how many fucking priests do it? A lot of people are making stinks about grooming children and
Yep.
and pedophilia. Or sorry, child rape. I know I was going to say that, and even just abortions and how you got to protect the children. It's like, well, why don't you go after the fucking church anyway? Sorry, guys. So, The Flash is a garbage movie. That's the.
We went full circle. We're talking about
It's a garbage movie.
an asshole in a
Yeah,
movie.
we're talking about garbage people, and so this
yeah.
is a garbage movie, regardless of the fact that it's some of the finest acting I've seen from this person, period. Because I was annoyed by this person in the Whedon Flash, or Whedon Justice League. I was not happy with the way they treated this character.
Yeah.
It got better in Snyder, 100% better in Snyder.
Yeah.
But it still was like, I don't know where they're going to go with this character. And then when they were talking about Flashpoint, I was like, oh my God, they're just doing this because of Spider-Man. And they totally did. But you never know. You were kind of thinking maybe they would stick the landing.
Yeah.
Right. And it sounded like they were going to. And then it just started piling in. And then you watch it, and I'll save you the trouble. Nothing happens. Ultimately, nothing happens. Don't bother. Don't waste your time. When people talk about how the superhero movie boom is dead, it isn't, because you can still it's taking a hit right now.
Oh yeah.
But that's because Marvel primarily and DC have just been releasing shit, period. Okay?
Yeah.
Like for every Endgame, we've gotten Eternals. Okay?
Yep.
So we went from Endgame, and then we got Eternals. We got movies where people were like, yeah, it's not that good, because people were saying Ant-Man 3 was terrible, right? But a lot of people watched Ant-Man 1 and 2. And a lot of people watched Ant-Man 3.
Yep.
Everyone shit all over Doctor Strange for that one really shitty CGI scene at the end.
I don't feel so bad about hitting the eyeball now after seeing The Flash.
Yeah, exactly. But I thoroughly enjoyed Doctor Strange 2. In the Mouth of Madness. And sure, they totally assassinated the character of Wanda Maximoff.
Mm-hmm.
But to be fair, she turned evil in the comic books too. So this isn't some sort of out of character stretch.
Yep.
Okay. And we didn't really see her body, so we don't know that she's dead.
She's not dead.
She can come back.
She'll come back.
Okay. But like, you're shitting on these movies. I think a large part of it is people are shitting on these movies to shit on these movies.
Yeah.
Okay. Eternals largely deserves the hate. I'll say that right now. Largely deserves the hate. Angelina Jolie was a standout for me, which should be, because she's a great actress.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And so was the other guy, the Korean. I can't remember his name. The big dude. But fuck. But you know what I'm talking about.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Those two were a standout.
He was awesome. He was awesome.
Like, the actors themselves were all really good.
Oh, yeah.
It was just a really bad movie. And
there's too much going on.
First chink in the armor there. The TV shows, the reliance on the TV shows was a bad move.
Yeah.
Granted, again, we're talking about COVID. COVID hit movies, period. But I mean, before that, we were getting a spy espionage thriller with superhero elements.
Mm-hmm.
We were getting Space Odyssey with superhero elements.
Yep.
I mean, you could argue that there's no superheroes in Guardians, period, but it's a superhero movie, right?
Yeah.
Fucking got a supernatural wushu kung fu flick in Shang-Chi.
Fuck, Shang-Chi's awesome.
Oh my god.
I got
So
James.
good.
I got James to watch it.
And
Loved it.
so good.
I was like, you gotta watch Shang-Chi. He's like, oh, I'm so tired of Marvel movies. I'm like, this is not
Yeah.
a regular Marvel. This does not feel like a superhero movie. You got a couple little appearances from other Marvel characters, but for the most part, it's just like a martial arts fantasy extravaganza.
And the couple of little bits is like,
Yeah.
oh hey,
Yeah.
and that's it.
And Aquafina's fucking hilarious.
Aquafina is fucking priceless.
Yeah.
The chemistry between both of them was great.
So good.
The whole movie was great.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, okay, sure, they had the CGI ending, but I loved it.
I loved it.
It built up perfectly to it.
The only thing I didn't love about that ending should have been Fin Fang Foom.
As I was gonna say, that's the only
You're gonna have fucking dragons and it's not Fin Fang
Small
Foom,
minor.
motherfuckers.
It should have been Fin Fang Foom.
Yeah.
I mean, they fucking hinted at it in Iron Man 2,
Yeah.
but okay,
You
fine.
got the fucking Mandarin right there. Why is it not Fin Fang Foom?
But I'll take it because
Yeah.
overall it was fucking great.
Uh,
You know, but like Doctor Strange 2, minor quibble,
mhm.
still overall great movie. I had a lot of
Yep.
fun, you know, but yes, superhero movies are taking a beating right now, but that's because I think they're trying to do a cookie cutter thing.
Yeah.
You know, whereas like Marvel had a template, but they were always like, but it's going to be this type of a template.
Yeah.
Because like when I say spy thriller with superhero elements, what movie am I talking about?
Captain America: Winter Soldier.
Fucking rights I am, right? If I say period piece with superhero elements, what am I talking about?
Captain America: First Avenger.
Or Wonder Woman.
Or Wonder. Oh, okay. Yeah, I was thinking
Yeah.
Marvel.
I know.
Yeah.
I
But no, you're right.
I
Yeah,
lend
yeah,
you,
yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
You know.
Okay.
So yeah. So like yeah, they're taking it kicking, but some of these movies are proving you could still make money.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like Doctor Strange made money.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it didn't break even. It made money.
Deadpool 3 is gonna make a killing.
Oh,
It's gonna make a killing. But you know what? All you toxic motherfuckers out there
that's right.
that ripped apart the Fox X-Men movies over and over and over
Yeah.
and over and over and
Yeah.
over until Disney got to buy Fox, and now you're fucking happy that Hugh Jackman's coming back. You're fucking happy
Yeah.
that the X-Men are going to be in
Yeah.
there. Fuck you. That's what I'm going to
Yeah,
say
exactly.
to you. Fuck you. I'm sorry
No,
I'm not a
you're
negative
sorry.
guy, but
You're
fuck
not
you.
sorry.
Fuck
you.
because those
I
X-Men
agree.
movies are awesome and suck my dick. Okay.
I don't know if I would say. I don't know if I would say they're awesome, but I will say fuck you because you got
Yeah, fuck
shit
you.
all
You
over
shit
them.
all over, just like you shat all over the fucking Spider-Man movies, but then you rave about.
All of a sudden, yeah.
Oh, Andrew Garfield's back. Oh
all
my
of
god.
a sudden, everyone was
Like,
sucking his dick, and it
come
was like
on.
he actually said,
Come
"Where
on.
the fuck were you guys
Yeah.
in 2000?
Where were you?
Where were you
Yeah.
when?"
Oh, we were there. We were just hating on you
Yeah.
real
Yeah,
bad.
exactly.
Yeah.
Now, but I love it because I agree. Like all of a sudden,
Yeah.
Amazing Spider-Man 2 is a cinematic masterpiece.
I know.
No, it's still a pile of shit.
The fuck, man.
It's still a shitty movie.
Yeah.
Yes, he's better in it than he was in the first, but they figured out where they were going to go. They did a whole bunch of course corrections. They thought they had a great villain in Dahan,
Yeah.
which they did because he
Mhm.
plays
Mhm.
douchebag bad guys really good, especially if you watch Chronicle. He was so good in Chronicle.
So good. And
I love the
did
part.
you watch Cure for Wellness yet?
No, we're not yet.
Oh.
I'm going to. But I was going to say my
Okay,
favorite
yeah.
part with Chronicle is where they almost tease like he's going to be good and he's going to be like, "Yeah, you're right."
Yeah.
But no,
No,
he
no,
fucking
no.
full on.
No,
goes
you
for it.
bad dude. You bad dude.
Yeah. So and also every single one of you cocksuckers that shit all over the DC movies, not every one of them was garbage.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, they've been limping lately, but the Suicide Squad
Mhm.
was infinitely better than Suicide Squad. And I don't give a fuck. All of the people that are like, well, the Ayer cut. No. The Ayer cut, first of all, if it exists, great. But it's not going to save that movie, just like the Snyder cut didn't save the Justice League movie.
Mhm.
It was better than what we got, but it wasn't going to save the DC universe, okay? Because it would have led into this alternate universe where Superman is evil and he's killing people. Fuck that shit. I hate that shit. But fuck all you. And again, while I wasn't a fan of all the X-Men movies, you guys shit all over it. And where's the X-Men movies now? Where's the X-Men movies now? Are we
dead?
Ever going to see them?
But thank you, Ryan Reynolds, because you're going to bring all the characters back to say goodbye.
Yeah.
Also, Ben Affleck and Michael Chiklis were seen on the Deadpool 3 set.
Interesting.
So I'm thinking like they're wrapping up all the Fox universe with this movie.
So we might see
the Fantastic Four and Daredevil. Yeah.
But again,
count me in.
But you're shitting on all these. Like that's the thing. I don't. Do they not realize that they're not?
You're not helping anything.
They're not doing any constructive criticism. Because like I shit on Dark Phoenix pretty hard.
You did.
But I did say there was things that I liked.
Mm-hmm.
There was a lot of things that I liked.
Yep.
But overall, it could have been better. It just there wasn't much you could do because, well, Disney bought it, and it was just more or less just throw it out as it is.
Yep.
New Mutants, I loved.
I love New Mutants.
I actually thought New Mutants was one of the better ones.
The cast was amazing. Demon Bear looked incredible.
Everything about that movie was awesome. I also liked how they didn't even treat it like it was an alternate universe. It was in the X-Men universe.
Yeah.
They referenced the X-Men. They actually used it as a plot point. It was bullshit.
Yeah.
But then I was like, oh, fuck. Like, this was awesome. The cast was great. The writing was great. But again, it got shit on and thrown to the wolves because Disney bought X-Men.
Yeah.
They bought the Fox, I should say. But, Apocalypse, I thought overall was largely really good.
Apocalypse was good.
Yep. Not as good as Days of Future Past.
No, Days of Future Past was the peak of the
That was the
franchise.
peak. That was the peak. But
Logan too. But Logan seems kind of like on the outside.
I look at Logan as
a one shot.
Logan, I know that they're supposed to be all in the same.
Yeah.
But Logan is part of the initial.
Yeah, it's part
I
of
don't
that
count it
original
as
trilogy.
part of.
It's not part.
The new First Class trilogy.
Yeah.
I don't count it as part of First Class at all. But New Mutants, I would also kind of put in the original X-Men class.
Yeah, me too.
And not the First Class, even though it was intended to be. But still.
Yeah.
And I mean, I shit all over X-Men The Last Stand. I shit all over it hard. And it's still a really good movie.
Yeah.
There's just a lot of shit in it.
Yeah.
Mostly it's down to the director because the director is not good.
No, that's a piece of shit person.
At all. And also just a terrible person, period.
In fact, most of the X-Men movies are directed by pieces of shit.
Surprisingly enough, the first two are awesome, though.
Yeah. Now Bryan Singer and Brett Ratner are rotting away somewhere.
And he came back for Days of Future Past.
Yeah.
I know the reason.
And Apocalypse.
Oh yeah, I forgot he was in Apocalypse.
He did Apocalypse too.
Yeah. Apocalypse is still really good.
Yeah.
But.
And then he was doing Dark Phoenix as well.
And then he got Me Too'd.
And then Simon Kinberg took over.
Which is good. Yeah, finally all the shit that he was doing came back to bite him in the ass.
Yeah.
About fucking time.
100%.
Fuck. Anyway. So to all the fanboys out there, that's the thing. To all you fanboys out there that just do the rage clicks and all that shit and just fucking pile on this toxicity, you guys are the problem. So if comic book movies suddenly become like they go the way of the Western, and you only get them every once in a while, it'll be because of people like you. Not because of people like us who want to see this grow and become better. Because we've said it, I say it all the time. I want more movies. I want more inclusion in these movies. I want more characters that aren't white and male and blonde and blue eyes. I want gay characters, trans characters, like biracial, like I want every fucking color of the rainbow, both like the LGBT, like all of it. So that way, because for us, like Kenneth and I, we'll tell you, if it wasn't for comic books, we would not be here where we are today.
Yeah.
Comic books helped us become the best versions of ourselves, and that's what I want for everyone else. Anytime I've ever felt alone, I read comic book. Well, not so much now because I know I'm surrounded by people.
We lucked out being white guys.
Oh my god.
Because we got a lot to look up to.
But still,
a lot of people out there don't. So
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like when I found out Wolverine was Canadian.
Oh man.
A short Canadian. I was like, oh my god.
With back hair.
Like holy. Well, not so much for me.
We're brothers.
Not so much for me, but for you, I can
Yeah,
see
well,
it.
he's got leg
But, you
hair
know-
too.
Oh yeah, well yeah.
He's
But
just a
yeah,
hair
but like I
motherfucker.
mean, like even just
Yeah.
fucking just knowing that like that other people read this stuff and other people like can be influenced by this and be inspired by this. Like for every person that watches sports and they're inspired by their favorite sports guys,
Mhm.
like you know how many people, how many black kids lose their minds when they see a black hockey player, and now they watch hockey because
Fuck,
of that.
I'm a white guy and I lose my mind.
Well, yeah,
Oh, that's amazing.
no kidding. But like, I want as much inclusion as possible because then I want that kid to grow up and go, no, you know what? I can do better.
Yeah.
I can be better. Things will get better. Even if they don't, at least you have that positive mindset. So for all the haters, fuck off.
Yeah.
Just work on yourself, get better. And also we need to redirect the energy. Stop clicking on clickbaity titles. Oh, this fucking guy is destroying this industry. No, stay away from those.
You know how many
things.
times
Don't give him the
I'll go into something like that and it's this toxic thing and I go to write my comment, be like, yeah, and I'm like,
yeah.
You know what I'm gonna do?
Yep.
I'm gonna make a YouTube video on this instead.
Exactly.
That's what I'm gonna do.
But like, I just, oh man, you know what? I've been coming across a lot in the Nightwing subreddit.
Yeah.
I mean, admittedly, the Tom Taylor one, nothing's really happened in the last couple of months.
Well, it was a lot of setup for Titans, right?
But that's the thing. Like, they had to get to Dark Crisis, and then it was the Titan stuff. So there was a lot of like holding patterns, and now we've got 2 months of Night Terrors.
Yep.
You know,
right. Night Terrors looks awesome. As a horror fan, I can't wait for that.
Man,
I gotta read the shit out of a lot, and the whole, my god, some of the artwork looks insane.
The
covers.
Nguyen, Dustin Nguyen,
dude. I looked at the solicitations like for DC, and I was like, I want to fucking buy all of this.
There's not one I don't want to read.
Everything looks amazing.
You know? But like, so I will admit, in the last year, not a lot has happened in Nightwing, but I'm also like, but it's also one of the most positive books out there. Shazam is one of the most positive books out there.
Yep.
Titans, we're 2 issues. I don't want to talk too much because I have like, I've got shit done that I have to send to you. But like, but Titans also, like, there's nothing wrong with having positive comic books. Not everything has to be gloom and doom. I mean, do you know the people that read Spider-Man? You know what they're doing in the Spider-Man subreddit? They're bitching.
They're crying.
They're bitching about it. They're saying like, you can't keep fucking doing this. And then I go, but you keep fucking buying the books and you keep fucking reading them. I don't read it anymore. Okay?
No, thank God.
And hold on a second here. And while I'm saying they don't always have to be all doom and gloom, that Punisher run is doom and gloom.
Oh yeah,
but it's fucking incredible.
There's a time for all of it.
Fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Have you finished it yet?
I haven't finished it yet.
God, you gotta finish that shit.
Yeah, I know.
Sorry,
I
you
know.
gotta finish
Thank
that shit.
you.
I want you to get to
I know.
issue 12. I want you to get to issue 12.
Well, I'm reading in trades though. So
I know.
I only get the first 6 right now.
I understand.
Okay.
I understand. But I want you to get to issue 12 so you and I can just go, what happens next?
Does it continue or is that the end? Like, is it a miniseries?
Oh,
or
it's done.
ongoing?
It's done.
It's done.
It's done. But they leave Frank in a position where it's like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Holy shit. And like, I'm
That's
like,
nice.
how does he come back? Because holy fuck. It'll be, if it's done right, it'll be like no Frank Castle we've ever seen before. And I'm not talking like Franken Castle or Angel Castle. I'm talking like he'll be alive, but it'll be unlike anything we've seen before. Like I can't believe how excited I am to see another book. Also, I saw one page of the Aaron Kuder art for Daredevil.
Yeah.
The page I saw, Elektra's Daredevil, and Matt's Matt.
I saw some of the artwork from Captain America.
Ooh, that's another one. Captain America, J. Michael Straczynski, Jesus Saez.
Yeah, that is a creative team. Oh.
But then again, Jason Aaron and Jesus Saez, and I can't remember who the flashback artist was for the Punisher run.
Oh, that
holy
is that Paul Zeta or
yes,
yeah.
My God. Yes, doom and gloom, but man, it was so good. Daredevil is not exactly the most chipper book either, but I will take that over the shit they're doing in Spider-Man every day of the week.
Yeah.
So stop reading the shit books. If you're gonna read them and you want to complain about them, that's fine. But don't just rage and shit on for the sake of shitting on because you get more clicks that way. That's the thing I'm trying to make. The point I'm trying to make is we can switch it so everything's a lot more positive because Love is all you need.
Nice little Beatles sounding. That was
Anyway,
very nice. That was very nice.
That's all I got, bro.
That's all you got?
That's all I got.
Should we
bro.
do the sign off?
You can do the sign off.
I'll do the sign off.
Yeah, do the sign
If
off.
you enjoyed this video, please like, share, subscribe. Watch us right here on YouTube. Our handsome faces. Almost daily with the shorts lately.
Yeah, you're fucking killing it.
I'm killing it. I'm trying to. I took a break. I'm back now.
Yeah,
I'm back.
I have to start.
I gotta have that break every now and then.
Well, you have to. Now, what I got to do is
Yeah.
just dump a whole bunch in your lap,
Just dump it.
and then when you get to that point, then I can dump another one.
Redump it.
But yeah,
Redump.
because I got 3 trades to get through for Nightwing.
Yep.
But I might do the 105 issue first.
Nice.
Just
that fucking 105 issue, all first person.
It's awesome.
That looks amazing.
But they also do a callback to the issue 25 of Nightwing.
Really? Wow.
Because at one point, so Dick Grayson's got to get to a place in Bloodhaven quickly.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Now you think, okay, so he's just gonna, not web, but like grapple and glide and shit like that. No, he jumps on the subway trains.
Oh.
Because, and he and Batgirl do this, and at one point they switch trains and she falls off, and he goes, well, you have to compensate for the different speeds. Issue 25, he and Tim Drake's Robin are doing something similar, and he actually, same thing happens. He jumps, Tim falls off, and he goes, you got to compensate for the change in speeds.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's cool. Especially since Tom Taylor didn't write that, for him to go back to that.
He's a Nightwing fan, though.
He's a Nightwing fan.
He's a Nightwing fan. His Superman, his Superboy, well, Calle Superman book is still pretty good.
Is it still good?
It's dealing with Injustice Superman.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty cool.
And so now John has met Injustice Damian, and he's like, what the fuck? You killed Nightwing? it's pretty bonkers. It's pretty bonkers. But
nice.
And Superman is awesome.
Yeah.
Both Supermen are awesome. It's tough. Like, I don't know if I like Jamal's more than I like Philip Kennedy's, but I really like Philip Kennedy.
I heard Kennedy's killing it.
It's so good.
Yeah.
Honestly, the Warworld stuff was fucking incredible. The art was largely consistent.
Yeah.
I think Kennedy he's doing Hulk at Marvel. He's doing something.
He is. Yeah, he's doing the new Incredible Hulk.
And I was like, okay.
Yeah.
Oh fuck. So, but is he doing them both at the same time?
Yeah.
Good for him. Good for him.
Yeah, you know what? Hulk's had some consistent, like, good creative teams.
Although I didn't read the Otley run.
It was a clusterfuck because, I don't know. Anything related to Kate's has been kind of a clusterfuck lately because he got really depressed and went through like a divorce.
Oh.
And he just dropped all the books. So like the last couple of issues of that run is written by Otley too.
Oh, wow.
Because he wanted to finish it. So he
okay.
Yeah. So it's kind of like, and the same happened with Thor. Because Thor was on fire. That Thor run was doing really good.
I did hear it was really good. It's just one of those where it seems weird, but I just have no desire to read the character at all.
Yeah.
It just doesn't appeal to me. And great. Like the run's great. Awesome.
Yeah.
And even J. Michael Straczynski with Oliver Coipel.
Yeah.
I had real no desire, and it looked incredible, and I love JMS, but I was just like, I'm good.
It was awesome.
Yep. But anyway, so Geek Pantsers, what we need is just to spread more love between each other. We always absolutely love that you guys stick around and you subscribe, you like, and you comment. We appreciate all the support. I can't tell you how much Kenneth and I love it and appreciate it. And
you're closing in on 1,000, man.
We're
at 913 today.
It's gonna be fucking crazy, and we couldn't have done it without you.
You know what? I say when we're at 998, we just go live and have come on, 2 more subscribers.
2 more subscribers.
Let's be live when it happens.
You know what? It'll be one of those where that'll be the live. What's the movie we're gonna watch drinking?
Oh, Soldier.
Yeah, let's do that.
Let's do that. Got the TV right here. We'll just get fucked and watch Soldier.
We'll get smashed. We'll watch Soldier, and it'll be terrible.
Yeah. What are we doing? We're taking a shot every minute he doesn't speak.
No, we can't because we'll be done. We'll be done in 5 minutes. Be done in 5 minutes.
Well, we were also going to do the Born Legacy Camcast.
Ooh, I think we should do that one.
A shot for every time
we say Chems. Oh, fuck. Yeah, because the first half of that movie, it's it's chem centric.
It's very chem heavy.
And that once he gets the final dose,
Yeah.
then they never say it again.
Yeah.
But you still have to get through a whole hour.
Yeah, you're fucked by that time after.
Oh yeah, fuck.
Yeah.
Oof. Anyway, thanks again for joining us.
Have a great night, everyone.
Take care.
Still live, aren't we?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are. We're still alive.
Yeah.
Fuck the haters.
Fuck the haters.
These pancakes are delicious.